to do so, then I will tell you my answer. I don't deal in hypotheticals.
Hypothetical.
LA 2028. Michael Jordan or Van Smack? Actually, that's an idea. It should be both of us. After all, we both did star in the best movie ever made. Why not Irv? We're tight, Irv and I. Irv loves the show. I love his X account. Why not? Hey, Rome, if breakdancing can be an Olympic sport, why can't fishing? I awakened many Saturday mornings to see the fishing competition on the four-letter network. Never breakdancing. I think Olympic fishing would be great entertainment this year. After all, there are plenty of brown trout in Growler River. KB and Walnut. Brown trout. Rich, not in Canada. Now you're on the X platform. Have you considered expanding, such as an XR4TI show? Ask the pros. Here's the thing, Rich. Yes, I have considered expanding. And that expansion is coming soon. We are going to announce more expansion. Now, does that expansion include the XR4TI getting its program? How do I put this? Hell no. But never say never. Jimmy, do you know how to ride a real bike? Or you only know how to ride a Peloton? If so, have you ever been in a bike race? Will Portland. I don't know. Will, your tone, I don't like your tone, Will. That'd be like me saying, hey, Will, are you a moron? Because that's kind of what you're saying to me. Do I know how to ride a real bike? Will, are you a moron? Do you know how to ride a real bike? Hey, Will, do you know how to read? Do you know how to ride a real bike? I don't know, Will. Do you know how to read a real book? Who doesn't know how to ride a real bike? Everybody can ride a real bike. Is that one of the first things you learn as a kid? Yes, I can ride a real bike, moron. Yeah, well, have you ever been in a real bike race? What is that? Is that the measure of a man? Have I been in a real bike race? No, dude, but I'll tell you what I have done. Genius. I went to school at UC Santa Barbara in the 80s, where all we did was ride bikes. Imagine a campus of 25,000 people, and everybody's got a bike, Lance Armstrong. And we're all on the same bike path. And we're all going back and forth on this same bike path. Thousands of people, Lance Armstrong. You got any idea how dangerous that was? I mean, I would see ambulances pull up for people getting entangled and going down in the Peloton. Get out of here with that, man.
What am I on?
You know what, Will? You work out the way you work out, genius, and I'll get it in the way I get it in. How's that? Hey, man, you ever been in a real bike race? I don't know, Will. Ever read a real book? No, dude, not my deal. Not my bag. There's a lot of that going on around here, too. Believe me, I don't need to enter into any of the races. Every single day of my life, there's a bike race here in SoCal. I'm good. Hey, one more reason, Will, why I don't go into bike races. To stay away from people like you. Go home, get on the Pelly, knock it out. Get my workout in. Good for my head. Good to get the blood flowing. Does that answer the question? Yeah, you worked. You worked, dude. You got me. Ever been in a real bike race? Ooh, no. Got roasted. I haven't. You know what else, bro? I'm never going to be in a real bike race. I have no interest at all. Alex, show, dude, you're making this hard. Put them all in one pile. You can do that, dude. Huge call brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Save with summer brake deals at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get the tools and parts you need for your next brake job with Brake Best Select, Select Pro, and Import Direct brake pads and rotors right now at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. That's a wrap. My thanks to Tori Lavello. 818 for life, Tori. Encino's finest. Jonathan Smith, Pasadena. SoCal, big SoCal day. Thanks to the X4 Ti. Thanks to the XCR. And thanks to you, clones. Mo you. See you tomorrow. We're out. Plug in a Hyundai EV to let the extraordinary happen. From the ultra-fast charging capability and long range in the Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6 to the adventure-seeking spirit of the Kona Electric and the groundbreaking 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. And turn extraordinary into electrifying. There's joy in every journey. Estimated range varies for models and trims and depends on battery capacity, temperature, options, and other factors. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for vehicle availability information and other details.
Savings. Now that's speaking the Lowe's language. And when you join My Lowe's Rewards for free, the savings just keep coming. Save money with member-only offers, plus earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards, just for you. Because Lowe's knows you earned it, literally. Learn more about our loyalty program at lowes.com/MyLowe'sRewards and become a member for free today. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See lowes.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me, like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit elitepoolsnc.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
It's hot outside, but you won't break a sweat using ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate for your next home sale or purchase. Our experienced agents help you stay cool while navigating the home buying or selling process. Uncover your next treasure today by visiting encpiraterealty.com. And remember, at ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we close the deal or someone walks the plank. Go Pirates.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
Cade Norman, former ECU QB. What do you remember about the early days of fall practice?
I always enjoyed the fall camp. Also, I didn't really do much in practice but signal. So I always liked just the camaraderie and just getting with the guys and being with the guys for nonstop, 14, 20 some days. It's great. You get tired of each other after a while and you're excited for more kids to come, when the kids come back to campus. But it's just a great time to just grow with the guys.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
You already know, my guy.
I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you.
Hey, you ought to see me in the summertime. Drop that, baby. Let's see it.
Yeah, I missed the lunch meeting today.
I love Food Line's magazine section, and I love using the bathroom and clogging it up.
That's nuts. I smash anybody's grandma.
At the Burlington... I have no idea what the just happened.
Tell you what, I'm a turtle saver.
I don't like cocky Clip.
Where's Clip? Clip, what's up, dude?
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, PR927FM.com, and we'd love for you to hang out with us today on Facebook Live and YouTube. You can come on over, make sure you're following us on Facebook, give us a like, follow everything we've got going on, including East Carolina fall practice coverage. We were out there on Saturday. We were out there today. We'll be out there talking to Mike Houston coming up on Tuesday. So stick around for that as well. We're also on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Give us a like, a subscribe, and what is on your mind as we get closer and closer to football season. Shirley Rhodes is here, intern Jarrett handling the video. The big dog, the birthday boy, here in the Pirate Radio studios as well. We'll have a rendition of Happy Birthday for Big Dog at some point in today's show. We've got Double B, Brian Bailey, WNCT sports director, joining us, host of the Brian Bailey Show, which is returning next Monday. So we'll talk about that and more. And to my left side,
strong side,
Chandler Honeycutt is here. Also coming up on today's show, hour 2, we'll talk to former Pirate great Chad Tracy. He's got another Tracy heading to Greenville, as his daughter Ella will be playing softball for ECU. So we'll talk about that, talk about Chad Tracy's career, walk down memory lane, past and present with Chad Tracy. Awesome to have another Tracy coming to play sports at East Carolina. He joins us, and another former Pirate, Blake Proehl, will join us in hour number 3, Pirate Radio football kickoff party. Count down the days to that great event. Blake Proehl will be a part of that. He and Ellerbe join me in hour number 3 to talk about that. So we got some great guests, some topics to hit on this Monday. BB, go ahead and talk about it. Just awful news. I know a very, very close friend of yours, Ramy Stein's passing away, and had him on the show couple of weeks ago. He actually texted me during the show last week when Ken Watlington was here and said, you got another Plymouth guy on? And I said, yeah, a lot of stars coming out of Plymouth, I guess. So, we're talking to him, and Chandler, we're watching him on TV on Friday, and man, I don't even really have the words. I know you don't either, but really sorry to you, Bailey, and of course his family for losing such a great man.
Yeah, and I thought I could do this, but
yeah,
it's just so sad. I mean, it really is.
For his kids, I saw them all three last night, and you just feel for them. I haven't seen Carolyn yet, but I plan on tonight probably, and it takes your breath away.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does.
Just so shocking, and man, the outpouring of support from college basketball university accounts, but coaches. Saw Seth Greenberg, Tom Crean, Wes Durham had a great note for him, and I always remember Woody Durham would call him Raymond. I'm like, isn't his name Ramy? But Woody always went with his official name, Raymond, when he talked about him on the air.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, for officials, a lot of people liked him, Bailey.
I always told him that. I always told him that it's a miracle that you got along with so many people, and I was just always fascinated by some of his stories, and the people that I looked up to, even as a kid growing up in the ACC, and then seeing him and knowing him like I did, and there's so many stories that we went through together. We were young together. I mean, he sold me my first car, and I couldn't even afford it, and I bought it anyway. But it's just highly dang. I got the news, and it was, you say devastating, but I mean, it was just really, really tough. And I know he was, his love for his kids, his love for his grandkids, and that's that just broke my heart right away. And just and talking to them last night, I mean, they'll pull up their pants at some point and move on, but they just. They don't have their dad, and that hurts,
man. And so many different entities he touched: the college basketball world, the area baseball world. I found out even before I saw anything online from Mully, another baseball guy, and just knowing how much the kids in the community, Greenville Little League, and everybody. Was a fan of Ramy Steins as well. So hate to start the show with terrible news, but that is that's what happened. That's the reality. It is shocking, and they say it gets better with time, but as you said,
it's going to take some time.
It's going to take a long time.
He was. I mean, I've known him so long, and he was coaching Trey when I think Trey was 5. Trey and Brian Blick at the middle of an infield, and my son was a year behind him. He was in the outfield, and so I asked Ramy. I said, "How'd Rano do?" And he said, "Oh, ask him what kind of flowers he was out there picking." And I was like, "Oh, you got a point." But Ramy had the best. He was just a heck of a coach. I talked to Brian Weingarts today, and Brian said that, so many parents, when they come into Greenville Little League, and they're like, "Hey, is there any way he can get on Ramy Stein's team?" And that's not quite how it works over there. And but some were fortunate to get with him, and others were fortunate to play All-Stars with him. He knew the game, and he was very not only knowing the game, but very passionate with the kids, and the kids loved him. And I mean, it was. There a lot of broken hearts about yesterday afternoon.
Brandon Manning says one of the best sports guys, great father, grandfather, coach, and mentor. No doubt about that. And you can tell it doesn't always work out this way, but you can tell the type of person someone is by their offspring, their children. And I've had several interactions with Trey, who's now in the refereeing business himself, right, Bailey?
Yes,
and doing games. And great young man he is. I guess almost a great grown man now at this point. But
I had a chance to go up the first time he and Ramy refereed together.
Oh, wow.
At Old Dominion. So I knew I could get to Old Dominion because my mom and dad, are still living there. So I went up there and stayed with them that night and did the story. And we did a story with Ramy the very first time he did an ACC basketball game, ACC tournament basketball game, because, the ACC tournament was the biggest deal going. And, he had told me, "Hey, I got a tournament game this year." And I thought, man. So we got permission from the ACC to mic him up, Brian Meador and myself. And we went in the locker room with him, before and then after to talk about, just what he felt like, out on the floor and doing a tournament game. And it's just, I always looked up to that part of it. I just thought, what an important position, a baseball guy being a basketball referee. Yeah. He was a good one.
No doubt. We'll honor Ramy Steins on today's program. I tell you what, it's early, but let's go ahead and take a break. We'll reset, and we'll come back and talk about something Ramy loved, which is sports. We'll talk some Pirate football with Double B, little Olympics. Man, Sweet upgrade to the Pirate Radio studios,
That
John.
is pretty cool.
Bailey's looking directly at a giant television in Studio B.
70 inches. That TV's so big, the ping pong ball is about 8 inches wide.
It's like a volleyball. We got some Olympics going on. We'll hit on that. Some NFL. First preseason game in the books. We got my Commanders. Jaden Daniels going to make his debut this week. John's Panthers playing on Thursday. Bailey's boys. Jarrett's Raiders. Shirley's Dolphins. So dive into a little NFL as well. More to go. Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. Back with you after this.
Party like a pirate Thursday, August 29th at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, featuring entertainment by Greenville's 90s country tribute band, Should Have Been Cowboys.
Should've been a cowboy.
The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back at the State Theater in downtown Greenville, Thursday, August 29th, presented by Carolina Eagle Distributing. Get tickets now at pr927fm.com for only $10. Arrgh!
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy Mug Monday with custom butt cups. Tuesday and Wednesday we have local acoustic night. Thursday night we have line dancing from 7 to 9, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. So come twirl around and have a bucking good time. And don't forget your Sunday Fun Day Cornhole Tournament with the ECU Club Cornhole team at 3 p.m. Check out the Buck on Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date information and events. Y'all come get bucked up.
This is your What's New update brought to you by the new Greenville Auto World. What's new? The new Greenville Auto World has new owners, a state-of-the-art service repair facility that can help you with tires, state inspection, AC repair, and more. Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle and offers great monthly oil change specials. What's new? You making a service appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 across from the Speedway of Bells Fork. Pirates supporting pirates.
Country music star Sarah Evans will be coming to the Weldon Mills Theater, Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue, on September 14th. Conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids, Weldon Mills Theater offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking, wallet-friendly concessions, and a cozy atmosphere. With comfortable seating throughout the venue, there isn't a bad seat in the house. Join Weldon Mills Theater for a memorable event where you can relax and make lasting memories. Get your tickets to see Sarah Evans on September 14th at WeldonMillsTheater.com.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joe M. Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208-516.
There's a special deal at U.S. Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, Barbershop Quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Danny Beal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was easy to work with when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
Hey, this is John Gordon, author of The Energy Bus, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. It is Movie Ticket Monday. We'll be giving away some tickets to Golden Ticket Cinemas. Awesome spot last week. Me and the family went to go see Twisters. My daughter wants to see Minions. I want to see Trap, although I've heard it's just ridiculous, but that's fine. Most M. Night Shyamalan movies are. So we'll be giving away some tickets, and we'll give away two if you'd like to take me.
There's an idea.
I'll roll with you, depending on what you want to see and who's paying for the popcorn.
By the way, happy Sports Trivia Day to you.
Yes, happy Sports Trivia Day.
Sports Trivia Monday at the Buccaneer Music Hall. That's new.
Yeah.
But the show must go on. The machine keeps rolling, and we'll be out there 8 o'clock tonight. It'll be the first time my sports trivia is at anywhere other than A.J. McMurphy. So
rest in peace.
Yeah, we will be there tonight, 8 o'clock. Come on out. Going to have a fun time. And the plan is to go on Mondays, and I think with Monday Night Football, it'll be a lot of fun. We'll incorporate some of the game into the trivia as far as props and things like that. Food trucks. So we'll have a lot of fun. Come on out. And thanks to the folks at the Buck. Thanks to Jenny, for my agent, for helping me with that. And the sports trivia machine rolls on. We'll see Sean out there. Will we see Jared? Jared's giving me a thumbs up.
Nice.
So there's at least two. But I think we'll have a good crowd tonight. Come on out. All right, BB, we were out on Saturday. Let's give away our awards. MVP of the press conference on Saturday was WCTI 12's Luke Schwartz. Congratulations, Luke.
For MVP, all right. What's that stand for?
Most valuable problem. Most, yeah.
I was thinking something else.
He exposed East Carolina's playbook and called Mike Houston old in
about 30 seconds. Yeah, that was crazy.
That was the best part about it. It's like you said the other day, Clip. It's like, how can I make this better? And it's basically pointing out his age.
Yeah, one thing about the young people these days, they'll double down on you in a heartbeat. They're like, you're not going to get me that easily. But.
So it's not a huge deal. And Mike Houston chuckled, but I think I was surprised cameras were allowed out there today. I'll just say that because Luke asked him about a play and went into specifics. He said, hey, you had this guy here and that guy over there, and you did this and did that. And he said, what are you doing, man?
And that was at the end of practice when really, none of us were supposed to be out there. I think some of them were kind of just, watching,
lingering
from a distance and kind of hanging. I did the same thing with Coach Holtz in Hawaii at the Hawaii Bowl, but it was not exactly the same. Dwayne Harris had taken snaps from the shotgun during the season.
Yeah.
And he was doing the same thing. And I said, Coach, you had Dwayne Harris back there, taking snaps. Is that part of the game plan this week? And he went in the same kind of tirade. And I was
it was before you said that.
Yeah, and I was like, Coach, you did it. It's not like it's not on tape. They've seen it before. I mean, But I asked Donnie Kirkpatrick later on that day. I saw him at the hotel. I said, "Is Coach upset?" And he said, "Bailey, Coach doesn't remember what he had for breakfast. He doesn't remember that at all."
And Luke was basically getting to, oh, man, it looks like you got a lot of wrinkles in this playbook. And I think Mike Houston's 5-word or whatever answer to it was, we have a very diverse playbook. And that was it. That was his entire answer. Then a couple minutes later, Luke comes back with, Coach, you've been coaching forever. You've been in this thing.
You're old as dirt.
Half your lifetime is what he said.
Which Mike Houston actually gave a good answer to that about how excited he still gets to coach kids. Just a funny moment. And honestly, not too many nuggets really coming out of Saturday. I don't know. You guys get anything from Coach Houston?
Not really. I think it's, they're in camp and it's just one of those things that basically you're day to day, and they're not doing them every day now with the interviews, but you kind of just want to know where the team is. The big question's at quarterback, and he kind of addresses that every time. That, my first question to him was about the heat and how, it's a fine line between, heat that you need to get ready and heat that can hurt you. And he was, he went into detail about, you get hot in the mornings, and then you get a chance to shower, get some food, you get to, hydrate yourself, and then you go back outside in the evening. And we just walk through, and it's so hot and humid when you're walking through that it takes some more out of you. And so I think it was another case for his indoor practice facility. And I got news for him. If he needed a case for his indoor practice facility, baby, it is coming.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what they're going to do. The high school coaches, we talked to a lot of those guys today at the Big Carolina luncheon, and they were like, we just got to wait and see what happens. But, if this place gets 12 inches of rain at Conley, that's going to be Swamp City for a while. So I don't know how anybody's going to practice football and who's going to be able to scrimmage and that kind of thing. But
they are scheduled to play when, Bailey? Is it the 23rd?
23rd is opening night. So. Conley's supposed to scrimmage Tarboro on that annual deal they do in the mornings. Supposed to be Friday morning. Could still be Friday morning. Kind of depends on what happens. But, all the forecasts just seem to think that, hey, we're going to get a ton of rain. And, that's not good for anybody preparing for a season.
And I saw a comment or two coming off Houston's comments about indoor practice facility for the extreme heat, and I saw what about the games that are going to be 90 degrees? You got to be ready for that heat. I think one of his points is when they're out there in that heat, they're losing all the weight and all the stuff that they're trying to put on these guys.
Right.
So it doesn't put them in the best position come start of the season. So we talked to players about that too.
I talked to Alex Harper out at practice. This was on Friday, I believe, Friday or Saturday. He had lost 6 pounds since Wednesday.
Yeah. And they're eating and they're lifting weights and doing all they can to keep that weight on, but when it's hot like that, there ain't nothing.
Well, the best case scenario is you go out and you get your heat work done, and then you go in and do some other things, and then like Coach said, in the evenings when you're walking through, you just take them in the indoor, and that way. And then if you have rain coming through or anything like that, you just keep them in the indoor. They've got to get that thing done, and everybody says it's close.
Well, it seems like it's been close for a while.
Yeah, we've been hearing that for a while, and they're within $1 million, and you would think that somebody. I mean, I know that's a lot of money, and I certainly don't have it. I'd love to be able to contribute something like that, but hopefully they can get to that point, break ground, and start building that thing.
Look, Bailey's got 8 colleges he's sending money to right now.
Yeah. I'm too cheap to send it to a college, I'm telling you.
I got a shout out from our guy today. I saw. How's Rajay doing out there, Chad?
Yeah, well, Bailey's talked about it on this show, but he really does look 100% with 1 year under his belt since the ACL injury a couple years ago, and he's looking really good out there. And you could definitely tell he's one of the top leaders on this team because there's a lot of vocal stuff going on from him, and he's always up front and one of the first guys to get reps. So he's looking really good. So excited for hopefully a great year out of Rajay Harris.
And Coach said that he was having to take slots or shots with the third team
because the young guys.
Because the young guys couldn't figure out what to do. So,
my God.
Yeah, my guy's right.
My guy.
But I tell you what, I mean,
Coach was not happy about that last week either. In his comments, he didn't mention the player by name, but said because you weren't doing what you were supposed to do. I was like, all right, here we go. Yeah. Got some good sound bites coming.
Yeah, you talk about being grouchy now. You can get grouchy in that heat in a heartbeat.
Well, Coach Houston is in his burgundy. I know he's a Cowboys fan, but his burgundy phase when he comes into postgame and his skin, he looks like he's been in the sun for 2 straight days or something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Shirley, I heard this on a sports break, and I'm kind of putting you on the spot. Do you know the names of the Pirates who are on that All-AAC team? Can you rattle off a few of those?
Yes. Give me 1 second here. I'm having to switch glasses here.
Put on your good glasses.
Put on my good glasses. Yes, it was Andrew Conrad, Rajay Harris, Deontay Johnson, Chase Sowell, Chad Stevens, Winston Wright, and Savone Revel.
As reported by Brian Bailey.
Revel.
Yeah. So those are your guys. And if you want to, just go to ECUPirates.com. You can look at all the lists. But they have been selected as preseason All-American AAC by College Football Network.
All right, College Football Network putting those out. Interesting, Winston Wright gets a shout-out. We are wondering what the new weapons will look like and the distribution to those guys.
Yeah, and look out for Winston Wright to be a guy returning kicks and punts maybe this year too. So Josh Murphy, and then Brock Spalding, some other guys as well. So Winston Wright could be a big time playmaker for the Pirates this year.
Hopefully the Pirates get a chance to have that first scrimmage on Saturday too. So that's a big deal, and
especially when you got a quarterback competition going.
Yeah, I say you got two of them trying to win that thing, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. When they're going to announce the starter and how it goes from there.
And we'll be able to finally get to see live action because we get 30, 40 minutes out there to take pictures, get video, get shots. But it's a lot of position group drills and stuff like that. So Saturday will be
That's because you got somebody blabbing about the formations after the whole thing in the press box.
That's true. So hopefully we'll be able to get out there the last 30 minutes of the scrimmage on Saturday. We'll be able to kind of analyze what's going on with this with the quarterback deal.
I called Brian North Saturday night to give him a recap.
He told me that. I ate lunch with him today at the Big Carolina deal, and he was laughing about it.
Yeah. He just said, oh, my God. ECU football put out yesterday. Notice anything new? They had, I guess this is part of the intro video. They had some still shots of some Pirates coming out of the ocean and running on the beach. But I guess we got new purple pants with the stripes to match the jerseys.
Yeah, there's a yellow stripe on the pants. It took me a while to notice it, but then I noticed it right away.
Well, what I noticed was our bright pink purple helmets still don't match the jersey.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like negative guy, but those shiny bright helmets,
it's like the chrome,
look a different color.
Yeah, it's a lighter purple to the jersey.
I'm gonna guess, Bailey, you interested in the fashion here?
Let me see.
Did you ever see? I mean, we're talking. I guess that stripe is what is new.
Somebody commented and said, "Is it the yellow stripe on the pants?" And they commented back and said, "Bingo."
I never noticed the helmets looking in that picture. They really look different than the jersey. I think in real life, it is a little different. Obviously,
I wonder if it's more on TV. I noticed it because I feel like we went in person and it doesn't look as bad.
Right. I think that's the case.
But something about how the lights hit them on TV. All right. Anything else ECU related before we move on? We'll be out there tomorrow talking to Coach Houston.
We'll get his comments tomorrow. We'll have it for you on our social media pages and platforms, and then hopefully the weather can hold off on Saturday. We'll have a recap video for you with me and you, Clip.
Bailey, football was on Thursday night. It was the Hall of Fame game. Did you watch any of it?
I did. I watched some of it, and I was interested to see how the storms are going to affect it. And they rolled in, and I guess it was 3 minutes and 31 seconds to play in the third quarter, and they called it, which they should have, I guess. But, it was fun to see them out there.
I need to ask, I guess I'll ask Nadu unless somebody has an answer. What if you took the over or under for that game?
A lot of times they throw those things out.
Just void it?
I think so.
Yeah, it was voided. I bet on the Texans' money line. It was no bet.
So everything was
no
voided.
bet.
I think if it won, you got the money, but if it lost, it was voided.
Okay. All right.
That's fair.
Tie goes to the better in that situation.
Well, that's surprising because I told you at the time, not that I ever indulged in this little activity, but it was an East Carolina baseball game, and because they ruled somebody, they killed it.
Yep.
And I had a money line because it wasn't
your friend Adam.
My friend Adam, Joe Bailey, had a money line, and then Joe called him and complained. No,
really?
No, he didn't.
Can I speak to Mr. DraftKings?
Exactly.
Where's Mr. King at?
This is a funny story. I shouldn't tell this story. I know I shouldn't.
Oh, it should be good.
But so we go to church yesterday, and we're in line for communion, and my watch buzzes, and it was a message from DraftKings.
Honey,
I'm like, well, there goes my.
Honey, can we take a little bit out of the offering?
Exactly.
I just got a promo.
It's the offering. No, it was kind of. I chuckled, and Melissa looked at me like, "What are you laughing at?" I didn't tell her.
Got a bonus bet.
Yeah.
All right, Pike giving us a watch update. He left the beach and is watching on YouTube in Siler City, North Carolina.
Attaboy.
He's all over the place.
Chat gang, real quick. Steve's in the house. Happy Sports Trivia Monday, he says. Hello, Steve. PJ with a hey yo. Jamie with the hey now. Chad with the Bang Bang Chat Gang. Glad to have everybody. Kenny Curling's in the house as well. Talk about the heat, and can you talk about how much weight you lost? Some good questions, Sean.
Well, talking about you grew up here a little bit. Talk about the transition over to East Carolina. Talk about the recruiting process. So talk about the recruiting process. Talk about maybe some of the camps you went to. So talk about those camps. Talk about a little bit.
Talk about Hard Knocks debuting Tuesday night. You still watch Hard Knocks, Bailey?
You know, I don't think I did last year, and I think I got rid of HBO, so I'll have to find it somewhere else if I do watch it, but I usually enjoy it.
The Bears featured this year, which should be interesting with a new quarterback, new offense, seemingly. A lot like ECU. Your Panthers playing Thursday night, Sean, against the Patriots.
Against Zach Kaplan's Patriots.
Any Bryce Young action? Is he going to play?
That's a good question. If he does, it will be very short. It'll probably be one drive, no more than two. Because, I mean, then you're going to have Andy Dalton. And I can't remember the third quarterback we have on the roster. But I think you'll see Bryce Young out there for at least a drive.
Jaden Daniels supposed to play some for Washington coming up Saturday when they face the Jets. Anything you're looking forward to, Jarrett, for the Raiders? In their game, are they gonna? They have an ongoing quarterback battle with Gardner Minshew included, right?
Yeah, I read this morning. Both will play a quarter.
Okay, a little debut or a little, I guess. What's the word I'm looking for?
Debut,
like a showcase. When you, it's not the real show, but it's a dress rehearsal.
Dress rehearsal,
I think is what I was looking for. With Minshew and O'Connell, and then Bailey's boys play Sunday afternoon against the Rams. Veteran Cowboy team, right? Like, how many young guys are you even going to see, or how many of these old guys are you even going to see, I wonder?
Not many. Well, that's for sure.
Who's backing up Dak? Do you know?
That's a good question.
It'll be probably Cooper Rush. Trey Lance is still in battling, and they're trying to figure out if Trey Lance is going to overtake it, but
God, I forgot about him.
God. Yeah. And a lot of people I've been reading about stuff, and Trey's not working out according to some folks. Some folks say he's working out really well and he's ready to take over for Dak. But I read so much different stuff, but they were ripping him for giving him a 4th-round draft pick to get him. But I thought, as an insurance policy for a 4th-round draft pick, if he works out, that's a heck of a deal.
I totally forgot about Trey Lance.
Me too.
Wow.
The older I get, the less I look at what's going on with reports preseason. Because if they say Jaden Daniels looks great, who cares? He hadn't done anything. If they says he looks horrible, again, who cares? Like he missed the throw. Well,
the only thing worse than all that information is all the mock drafts before the draft. I hate those things.
Yeah, I have. Again, I used to love it growing up. I would be all in it, and now I just don't care. I'm ready to see what happens week 1. And that's about it.
Me too.
Biggest thing that you look for and hopefully don't have to see is like big time injuries.
That's you just kind of close your eyes a little bit and hope when you look at an update that they don't include injuries. How about that closest race in history yesterday? What was it, the 100, where everybody is neck and neck, torso and torso, foot and foot,
photo finish?
And by the way, the dude Lyles, he won, right?
Yes.
So he got crap from people for saying something about NBA champions saying they're world champions. I'm on his side. I've always said this, like the World Series. Like, well, you won here in the United States, and there's a Canada team, but are you really world champions?
He said world champions for what? The United States?
Yeah. So I'm kind of on his side.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree with him.
You're champions of this continent. I'll give you that.
Continental champions. Sounds like a wrestler.
But if there's a football team in Brazil and they won the Universal Champion, or WWE now, we're the champions of the universe. No, you're not. You won in your country. So I'm with this guy. I don't know why he got so much crap for that. I'm on Team Lyles.
Like Dwayne Wade got mad at him?
Yeah. You're not champions of the world. All right. Anybody watching the Olympics? Anything I should know about? Nope.
I haven't watched hardly any of it.
Yeah.
Well, I've been watching the Olympics for women's basketball, so they're now 58-0 in Olympic competition. So
58 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
58-0.
But they've played more games than that. 58-0 since whatever.
1992.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm telling you, you are treading on thin ice if you start questioning Shirley and her numbers.
How would you know? Oh yeah,
I'm
you
just
do it
telling you
every March.
Man.
Shirley and Bailey get along at all times of the year except in March.
In March, they don't talk to each other.
Except for in March when the tournament happens, and it usually is after rounds 1 and 2.
Count with her.
And apparently my math is terrible according to Bailey.
She's over there eating gummies while she's doing math on that thing. I'm telling you.
In her defense, she does have a lot of brackets to grade, but it always seems like Bailey's is the one that has a question
No, because I
on it.
messed up Morgan's this year.
All right, there you go.
Remember, because I did not account
She went
for
after the Bubbas is what she did.
Originally, I had thought I had won.
Oh,
and I prematurely announced
that, Your Honor.
I won the tournament, the bracket challenge, and it turns out I did not see Morgan had a, I guess you could say a dark horse, and he had just enough points to beat me. I think he beat me by 1.
Yeah. We had announced it on the show.
Funny what happens when you add them all up.
We had a hanging Chad situation and had to recount them.
A hanging Morgan.
Look, at least I was willing to admit it on the air that I goofed.
We appreciate that, Shirley. A lot of people don't do that these days.
Unlike some folks who will, argue until the sun goes down about 2 little butt cheeks.
2 little butt cheeks. Sean, you said you were going to head out to Elm Street, check out some softball. How'd it go?
Didn't go out there. I fell asleep. I set my alarm for like 5:30, and I woke up at 8 o'clock.
So did you take a little Sunday nap?
Oh yeah.
That's not a Sunday nap, son.
I know, it sounds like
that's time to get up for Monday morning.
I know. When I looked at my phone, it said like 7:53. I was like, I thought it was morning time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, wait, it's afternoon. So
I'm not a big nap guy, but that wake up from a nap does freak you out.
Oh my gosh!
What day is it? What time is it? What's going on? Bailey, you been out there at all yet?
I was out there for a little bit today, not long. I'm scheduled to go back out. We're going to watch the first part of the 4 o'clock game at the station. Then we're going to go live at 5:20 and 6:20 out at the ballpark.
All right. Well, we will let you run. So does Greenville's playing at 4
o'clock.
All right. Yeah. We'll put that on the tube. When that begins. BB, thank you for hanging out with us. Got the debut of the Brian Bailey Show coming up next Monday at noon.
Glad to be back, man. I tell you what.
Re-airs
great
at 6.
summer, and it's an exciting time. And every time you go over to East Carolina right now, there's a little hustle and bustle going on, trying to get ready for the opener, and it's just a neat time of the year. The students come back, and
everything picks up. You go to UBE, there's parents and kids in there.
Go to restaurants, and there are people in the restaurants now, and so it's good for everybody.
Good deal. Thank you, BB.
Right,
we'll see you, Brian Bailey Show, next Monday, coming back for another year here on Pirate Radio. We'll take a break, come back, more to go. Hour number 1 of Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. Back with you after this.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number 1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Stock up and save during Bostic's Sugg Furniture's Summer Stockpile Warehouse Closeout. We're clearing out inventory, and that means some of our lowest prices of the season. Save store-wide. Plus, find a huge selection of furniture closeouts, clearance items, floor samples, and more. Slashed an additional 50 to 70% off. Save on tons of mattress closeouts and floor models, too. Plus 6 months financing during the Summer Stockpile Warehouse Closeout going on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Want a burger with attitude? Bad Daddy's Burger Bar is the place to get it. Located just off of Greenville Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center and a short distance away from Downey-Ficklin Stadium, Bad Daddy's has a lineup of chef-inspired burgers, giant chop salads, the famous badass margarita, and a fabulous selection of local craft beers. Get started with Not Your Mama's Deviled Eggs or fried pickles before diving into one of their juicy burgers like the bacon cheeseburger on steroids. Or spice things up with the Heat Wave Burger. People have called their burgers totally insane, but they'll take that as a compliment. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Go Pirates!
Hey, Pirate fans, start your game days with us right here on Pirate Radio as the Bud Light pregame tailgate returns for another season. Shirley Rhodes and the Pirate Radio team will join me as we'll hear from the ECU coaches and players, Brian Bailey, Brian North, Patrick Mason, Holden Ehlers, Caden Norman, Greg Hudson, Jeff Nadeau, David Glenn, and so many more as we take you up to kickoff with 4 hours of pregame coverage for every ECU football game. Your game day isn't complete without the Bud Light pregame tailgate, debuting Saturday, August 31st at 2 o'clock, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Pirate Radio. Remember to always be yourself, unless you can be a pirate.
It's a pirate's life for me, savvy.
Always be a pirate. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They're open every day, and they have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. And both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. And your bumper music brought to you by Weldon Mills Theater, Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue. They are conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids, and Weldon Mills offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking, wallet-friendly concessions, and a cozy atmosphere. Coming up September 14th, country music star Sarah Evans will be performing, and if you want tickets, go to weldonmillstheater.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Shirley, really looking forward to Saturday, October 19th.
And that would be why?
Well, it'll be a game day Saturday here at Pirate Radio. We will be with you 8 a.m. on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, taking you up to a noon kickoff. East Carolina taking on Army.
Kegs and eggs.
And October 19th, a little cooler. Maybe some sweatpants, maybe a nice track jacket. But I'm thinking some Country Mart cheese biscuits on that Saturday morning. And that is why I'm excited. Because East Carolina's got so many dang 6 o'clock Norfolk State, 6 o'clock ODU, 4 o'clock App State, 6 o'clock Liberty. I'm missing my nooners. I'm missing my my good breakfast, Bud Light pregame tailgate.
The be done with work by 5:30, 6 o'clock,
man.
And then watch the primetime games.
Oh, man.
None
of that.
I'll be live. You're listening live from West Point. I'll be there.
Just don't go to East Point. It's a little confusing, Chandler.
Okay, all right. East, West.
Because you're in
West.
New York, you think New York, it's on the eastern seaboard. But you're like, I'm supposed to go West Point.
West Point.
And there's a beach in Arizona or something, isn't there?
There's water.
There's water in
There's
Arizona.
lakes.
Yeah. That blue stuff.
So where
on a map.
is West Point? Not that I really know geography in New York that well.
I want to say it's like 3 hours from the city, from New York City.
So are we looking more towards like Buffalo or something? Like, don't like you know anything.
I'm just saying, let's see. Let's look.
Poughkeepsie.
When I'm back in Poughkeepsie.
Is that a real song?
No.
Oh, okay. So West Point is north of all the action. That's confusing too. You might be asking about North Point when you're looking for West Point. Yeah. Again, I don't know anything about New York geography.
I leave all the traveling up to Jenny. So if we get.
But it looks like it's directly north of like Manhattan and Brooklyn.
Right.
Basically.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm excited about it because we did go to Navy last year, and very excited and really enjoyed the traditions and the cadets marching on the field, and they say it's really cool at West Point too for Army. So looking forward to that experience.
Jamie says, save a biscuit for Coach Mack. You know what's really good? When we get those cheese biscuits. You pop them in the air fryer on Sunday as you get ready while Jarrett's watching Howie Long and Terry Bradshaw, and you eat one of those. You would think a cheese biscuit a day later. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. All right. Real quick, I've got something for somebody in this building right now.
Is it me?
You are on the list of candidates.
Okay.
Because you are my buddy, right?
Right.
And Shirley's my longtime cohort. And Ellerbe is my boss.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice to give something to him. The big dog, it's Big Dog's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously that would make sense.
I nominate him.
And even Jarrett's here. Jarrett, intern. Could be him.
What is it?
Take a guess.
Is it
No, just take a guess of who I have something for.
No, who you have something for?
Yeah, who do I have something for?
I'm going to go off and take a wild guess and say Jarrett.
You would be correct.
Are you serious?
Yes. Not Shirley, not John, not the birthday boy, not boss.
I knew it wouldn't be for me.
Well, why?
Because you usually don't get me anything.
Well, I usually don't get nothing for nobody.
Is it a Howie Long
No, but you
card?
get something for Chan every once in a while.
Yeah, I throw him a few crumbs off the plate.
That's what I'm saying. You throw him a couple of crumbs. So
Jarrett.
Chan would have been my first choice.
Jarrett, would you walk in here, son?
Uh-oh.
Can you play Cats in the Cradle, Shirley?
No.
Cats in the Cradle.
Not if we want to stay on YouTube.
I was going through cards yesterday. I found an Andre Dawson that I gave to Bailey. But I found these that I wanted to give to my boy Jarrett. First of all, one of, if not the greatest athletes of all time. Wore the black, the silver and black. Let me give you a Bo Jackson card.
Bo Jackson.
Bo knows cards.
It's in a sleeve, too. This is nice.
Yes. But the coup de grace, the one you really want,
It is a Howie Long.
is your favorite football personality
It is
in a Raiders jersey.
It's Howie Long.
So now when you watch Fox NFL Sunday,
Have that card in hand.
yeah, you can have that with you.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. Now,
Appreciate it.
no problem. You have me $40. Just kidding. Those are yours. If you want to throw them away, fine. I won't be offended. But if you want to add them to the collection,
Yeah, these are the first two I've ever had.
there you go. But I saw Howie Long, and I was like, dude,
This is for Jarrett.
I know a guy, and I got like 5 of those Bo Jacksons. So I figured I could,
That's nice.
yeah, give away one of them to a Raiders fan. All right,
So
back to work.
You just keep finding these cards.
My dad's going through the attic. He'll give me a box and say, go through these.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just so many because you've been doing it for so long
And
now.
this weekend, we found some sweet Tony Gwynn rookies that have a chance to be something.
Oh, my gosh.
So, like, we keep finding stuff.
And these were yours or your dad's?
I mean, ours. I brought home yesterday. Well, I mean, some are old that I never knew we had that were clearly his. Some, like, we've got a lot of Upper Deck Griffey Junior rookies. And I remember pulling those, like, at least 3 of them from packs that I got. So, like, it's a combination. I would say they're mostly his. But there are some. I had a huge nostalgia rush on Saturday when he showed me my card book. Like, I put stickers on the front of it and everything. And, like, I was like, oh, wow, I remember this. And just a bunch of old cards and stuff.
That's cool.
Unfortunately, they were you could tell they were mine, and I messed with them because they were in pretty poor shape. So I'm not going to do much. But, yeah, found some Griffies and Gwens and a lot of stuff. Jamie says, does Garrett know who Chris Berman is and his Raiders soundbites? Do you know who Chris Berman is?
Yeah.
All right.
Of course.
What? Robert says New York City is in the southeasternmost corner of New York State. So there's a little reference point for you.
Okay.
John.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Jamie says it'd be nice for Shirley to get clips some fries. Jamie, we've moved on from this. You don't have to keep bringing it up. Robert says it's an hour drive straight north of New York City. So not far at all. Maybe you can hit the boroughs, hit the big city.
Yeah. That's somewhere I've never been. That's somewhere I've wanted to go and
go to Times Square.
Go to Times Square.
Maybe during TRL, Total Request Live, Carson Daly will be there.
Sure. And then, man, this is like, an awful situation, but I do want to go and see the 9/11 memorial.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go and see that. So,
thank you for prefacing that it was an awful situation.
Yeah. I feel like the spirits were high, and when you bring up 9/11, the spirits go down.
Shirley, did you have a comment about Total Request Live?
Yeah, considering it hasn't been on the air in years.
I watched a documentary about, I think I brought this up on the show, the boy band thing.
Yeah, the boy, yeah.
But it reminded me of, there was a lot of Total Request Live in that.
The last time I went to New York was, as far as New York City, was 2001. I actually went the Christmas right after 9/11. So it was the same year.
Oh, wow.
So they were still clean. The memorial had not been built yet.
Yeah. I mean, that was still kind of a tricky time. Like
it was still a very, very nervous time. And it was a very surreal situation. And New York, the citizens of New York have a reputation of being supposedly mean and nasty and rude. I was lucky enough that I went to New York in a time that I did not experience any of that. And I got to spend New Year's Eve in New York, but I did not go to Times Square because obviously it was only a few months after 9/11, so there was a lot of apprehension. So I actually went to Brooklyn and celebrated the New Year that way.
It sucks that it takes a tragedy for everybody to be nice and get along.
Yeah, it does.
But people were really nice to one another.
Yeah, the NYPD, the firefighters that I came across, I've got pictures, but I did go to Ground Zero, and I didn't get to see much because at that time they had fences up and tarps covering the fields. They had not built the platform where you could view just yet when I went down there, but got to experience New York City probably in a very different way. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I did not enjoy the 4 below wind chill the entire time I was there, but other than that, it was a lesson that I learned because, down here in the South, I never understood there would be people, it'd be 32 degrees outside and people walking around with shorts on, clipped. Sometimes you do that.
Oh, yeah.
And I never understood that. I'm like, how in the world can you walk around and be freezing and not be freezing until I was spent, about 4 or 5 days in New York with that 4 below wind chill. And we came back to Raleigh, and it was 40 degrees in Raleigh the day that we came back, and I was sweating profusely after your body gets acclimated to that temperature. And then when you come back to a temperature that you're probably more acclimated to, And I was like, now I get it. Now I get why people from up north wear shorts just about year-round down here because of the temperature variance. So I learned something while I was up there.
I wonder what date I'm going to wear pants for the first time. Like,
should we do like an over-under on that?
I think I can make it through October.
Well, you definitely can make it through October.
And quite a bit of November, I'm predicting.
What's the temperature got to be for you to put pants on? Long pants, sweatpants.
Yeah, he's wearing sweatpants if he's got to wear long pants.
Yeah,
I wear khakis.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
okay.
you wait. You wait till it gets pretty cold.
Yeah, you could say that.
I'm gonna go.
I'm glad you're pretty good at hearing people talk about something and coming up with a conclusion. You did that well there, Chan.
Day before Thanksgiving. That's my call.
God, sometimes we have those gross hot Thanksgivings in North Carolina.
Yeah, but I'm gonna call it this year. Day before Thanksgiving. That'll be the first time he rolls in with a pair of sweatpants.
What do you think,
on.
John? Are you proud of yourself?
So you wait for it to get really cold.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
John, you're a good summizer of a conversation.
Thank you.
Would you like a football date to New York?
Depends on who it is.
All right. What if they're married? So then there's no question of will they, won't they? So that would that be good or bad for you?
Sure.
Okay. And plus, it's a dude. So again, no question of will they, won't they?
Okay.
Robert says, Sean, if you're interested, I'll be glad to give you a tour of New York City and go to the game. My wife is not interested.
Okay.
So there's an offer.
All right.
Let's do this.
And I'm not going to accept that offer today.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it will not happen. But I'm not making that decision today.
We'll do it like the Super Bowl party year, where everybody gave their best offer to Chon to come to their Super Bowl party. What are you eating? How big's the TV? What kind of guests are going to be there? And so there's one offer from Robert.
Okay.
If you're going to the Army game and you would like to Chon to accompany you, send in your offer.
Yeah, and show me around the Big Apple.
Mm-hmm. The Big Apple.
Now, why do they call it that?
That is a good question.
I think there's an apple tree on every corner.
Is that right, Howie?
I think this guy's joking with us.
It's an Anchorman reference.
You know what? Maybe I should watch it again. I never really got into Anchorman. I know it's some people's favorite movie.
I like the second one better.
Really?
Yeah.
So who's in the second one?
Everybody. Same
Oh,
people.
okay.
Yeah.
They're back. Why do they call it Big Apple? Popularized by a sports writer, 1920s. The New York City horse racing circuit was the Big Apples of competitive racing in New York. Does that explain anything? It's because horses eat apples? I don't know. Some other nicknames, Empire City, Gotham. I'm excited about the Penguin show that's coming out on Max. And that new Joker movie looks pretty awesome, too.
Who's playing Penguin?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
I will say, though, Danny DeVito's version of Penguin,
Love him.
he was creepy as all get out in that. I mean, I know that the movie itself was a little cartoonish, which was probably the way they wanted it to be, but
Now it's all serious
Was that
and
the-
dark. And
Yeah.
Was that the Michael Keaton Batman?
Yes.
Okay.
And
That's
that
one of
one
my favorites.
was that the one with Mr. Freeze?
No, Mr. Freeze was George Clooney
Okay.
and played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I knew that. I was just trying to remember which one the Penguin appeared in.
Oh, that one was like 80-something, 87.
That was Batman Returns.
Returns. Okay.
Batman was Joker with Nicholson.
Yes. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Batman
This town
Returns
needs an enema.
was Penguin and Michelle Pfeiffer as
Ooh,
Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that very well.
Yeah. There's no Mekhi Pfeiffer. This is Michelle Pfeiffer. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Mike P said they should have Danny DeVito play the Penguin again, but as Frank Reynolds, his character from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I like that, playing the role of somebody as another person. That's a good idea. Well, we don't see enough of that in movies. All right, when we return, Chad Tracy joins us, former Pirate great, and his daughter is a future Pirate coming to play softball for the Wink. Shane Winkler and East Carolina will talk about Ella Tracy and also Chad's career when we return. Pirate Radio Live, Hour 2 on the way after this.
The Holton Ehler Show.
John David Baker, OC of the Pirates. Who do you think is a player that maybe fans don't know of yet or maybe forgotten about that could surprise people this fall?
Jari Patterson.
Really?
Yes.
Jari. That makes me happy that you say that.
Jari fits in what we do. Jari is explosive. Jari is one of those guys where you've got to find ways to get the ball in his hand. Different ways. This is the deepest receiver room that I've probably ever had.
The Holton Ehler Show, Thursdays and Fridays at 6, right here on Pirate Radio.
You want a sub freshly sliced to order? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want the perfect radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a lone ninja warrior. By night, I glide unseen across the rooftops, watching my enemies from the shadows. By day, I go to Jersey Mike's, watching someone freshly slice my sub. My blade is called Shadow. His blade is a Berserba brand meat slicer. Clearly, I have much to learn about this land. Freshly sliced just for you. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Hey Pirate Nation, it's summer sale time at Russell's in downtown Washington. I'm Rhonda Lyons and I have reduced prices on all your favorite men's and women's merchandise. Shop your favorite men's apparel at 20% off and all ladies merchandise is marked down 40%. It's our summer sale, save big and come see us now while selection is good and prices are even better. Because at Russell's, it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join DriveHereNow.com. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and a proud supporter of the Pirates. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Still to come, Ellerbe will join us here. We'll talk to Blake Proehl, who will be a part of the Pirate Radio football kickoff party, which is coming your way Thursday, August 29th. Should have been Cowboys will be playing as well. But we'll talk to Blake Proehl ahead of the party coming up on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. We got another former Pirate to talk to now, a Pirate great, Chad Tracy, former big leaguer, and another Tracy will be coming to Greenville. We'll talk about that and more with Chad, who joins us here on Pirate Radio Live. Chad, we appreciate your time. How you doing, man?
Doing great. Great to be here, guys.
Absolutely. And Chad, I saw you were in town for East Carolina's regional, which was great to see. And obviously you're close with Cliff Godwin and still connected to the Pirate program. So that's got to be pretty cool after all these years. There's not everybody can say that about their college program and about their old buddies from their college days. But that's a unique bond that the Pirate family has, right?
No doubt about it. Cliff's made it easy for us to, access the program, and he makes us feel, like it is an open door policy around there. So, any of our former teammates, he welcomes them in the building, tries to take care of them as much as he can. And you don't get that at a lot of places, but when you got a guy that played there, who lived around, Eastern North Carolina his whole life, that's what you get. So that's kind of an added benefit for having Cliff as our skipper. So I think all of us that played together, super tight, and they all probably feel the same way I do.
Well, not that you wouldn't be around anyway, but you're going to be around a lot more. Another Tracy is headed to Greenville. Ella Tracy, your daughter, has committed to play for Shane Winkler and the East Carolina softball program. Very excited about that. And tell us about that, Chad, how that all came about and how she became a Pirate.
Yeah, first of all, we're super proud of her, super excited for her. Selfishly, Katie and I both, being Pirates, we try not to sway her one way or the other, but now that the decision's over, we're both obviously super happy that she chose East Carolina. Shane's been great throughout the recruiting process, and he's doing something good there. We feel like he's building that program, and this is somewhere, besides Katie and I going to school there, somewhere that we would want her to go to play softball at a high level. So, we're super excited that East Carolina was one of the schools that was after her, and we're just super excited that she chose to be a Pirate.
Yeah, I'm sure. And as a parent, I understand the not wanting to pressure your child in a certain way, but she had to have an ECU background with you, and I would assume going to Greenville, going to games, things like that. So, how much of this decision was what she was raised on? And there had to be a lot about the current going on with ECU softball. Seems like they're a team on the rise. Shane Winkler doing a great job here. So did you and did she know she would always be a Pirate, or was it really open when she, came down to deciding where she was going to go?
Yeah, so, she actually was committed to play at Appalachian State. She committed early in her process about a year ago, and then the coaching staff at Appalachian State got let go, and the new staff came in and needed to reevaluate everybody. So, we felt like it was probably in our best interest to open up our recruiting, and as soon as we did that, East Carolina was back in the mix, and I think coming back to Greenville and taking the recruiting visit and letting Ella see what East Carolina has to offer. I mean, I think it was I think they did an outstanding job, and I know Ella's super excited to get on campus and start.
That's fantastic. Talking to Chad Tracy. Chad, where are you and your wife and your family currently? Where are y'all living?
We live in right outside of Charlotte in Waxhaw, North Carolina. Currently, we are down at the beach with some friends and some family down here, enjoying this little bit of time that we have before school starts. I coach travel softball as well, so we've been all over the country this summer and trying to get these girls recruited and signed, and we're close to having our 25 class done now that Ella's wrapped up. So yeah, I'm still full time in it. I'm just on the softball side instead of the baseball side now.
There you go. Speaking of travel and things like that, Chad, how about when you were coming up, as far as because man, things change. Whether it be Legion ball, not the same as it once was with all the traveling and things like that. So how has that part changed, the kind of year-round baseball playing that you see now? Were you into that when you were coming up?
No, I think I was one of the last classes to not play travel ball. There started to pop up some AAU ball and stuff like that, but we played Legion ball. We played every night. And then in the fall, our Legion coach would bring together most of that team, and he would organize games against small colleges around within 50, 75 miles around Charlotte. And that was kind of our travel ball. But never did anything like these kids are doing now with the tournaments every weekend. Now, I know about them because I do them. And, if you've got a kid that age right now, you have to be out there playing in the best tournaments to keep them, playing against the best competition. So you hate to do it, but you're almost forced to do it at the same time if you want to play the best competition. That's kind of the game's gone, and you don't have to like it, but that's kind of how it's gone, and. It's even changing even more now with the NIL and the way colleges recruit even again. So, this thing's going to be continually evolving on the recruiting side. So who knows if travel tournaments will be the thing here soon as NIL kind of evolves. So, it could get interesting.
You gotta keep up with the times, and I've heard a lot of that same sentiment, Chad. That I don't know if you want to do it, but you almost have to if you want to get out there and get in front of the coaches, the scouts, the teams, and all that stuff. Chad, speaking on your major league career, we have Chandler, Pirate Radio employee here, is a Washington Nationals fan because of Chad Tracy, which I find interesting. He's still a Nats fan to this day. But do you associate with the team more than others? You know, you were the Diamondbacks the longest. You came up with them. Cubs, Marlins, Nationals. When you see it now, do you say, hey, I'm a Diamondback? Or do you say you're all those, part of all those teams? How do you kind of view it today?
Yeah, I took a little something from everywhere. I spent the most time in Arizona and Washington. So those are kind of the two teams that, my loyalty goes to. Coming up through Arizona, and Arizona has done a nice job in the past couple of years of kind of bringing in some of the older generation of players. They did a nice 25th anniversary this past year with a bunch of players that brought us out, and they went on a nice run and ended up in the World Series. So it was easy to for them last year. But with Rizzo's still got ties in Arizona. He drafted me as the scouting director when he was with Arizona. So the Washington and Arizona bloodline kind of goes fairly deep, with those guys. So Arizona probably, I would have to say I'm probably a Diamondback, but with all the connections with Washington and the 2 years that I had there, they were nothing but awesome too.
Yeah, 86 career home runs, 358 RBIs, 274 batting average. How about the way do you watch baseball and see that the game is changed today? From the outside looking in, we see guys, hitting home runs more, striking out more, things like that. Is that something you see as a former ball player, that the game's different than it was when you started playing in the majors?
Absolutely. I feel like these days a lot of the learning's happening in the big leagues, whereas, we had to be good at all the little things before they would open that door for you to get to the big leagues. You had to be a little more polished. But, the athletes are probably overall better. But the baseball players are sometimes, I think, get lost in today's kind of the way that kids are evaluated. They're evaluated on how fast they are, how high they jump, how hard they throw. I think that player who doesn't necessarily wow you in any of those tool categories, but are just good baseball players and find ways to win games and help teams win, those guys kind of get overlooked sometimes. There's definitely a change. To answer your question, there's a change in the game. There's a whole lot more strikeouts, which was starting to trend a little bit towards the end of my career. But,
yeah.
For me, I took pride in not striking out. So, to see it happening and just as casually as it is, for a guy like me, it's tough to watch sometimes. I feel like some of the bats are given away. But that's where we're at. We're younger, but which is exciting as well. You got very good athletes that are running around that field doing great things and, are so athletic. But I think some of maybe the ball players out there aren't showing up quite as much. That's kind of my take on it, I guess.
Yeah.
Love the game. I think it's in a great state.
Chad, let me while I got you here, let me ask you some typical interviewer questions to ball players. What was your favorite ballpark to travel to play in?
Oh man, I loved going to Denver. I mean, for more than just the ball carrier, like city, the very comfortable city. I had my breakfast spot. I had my place where I like to go get my hair cut, and then I had my little walk that I did to the field every day, which, so I knew the city pretty well because we, 6 years in the National League West, we went there 3 times, so that's 18 times in 6 years. So I got to know the city fairly well, and just, got to enjoy it. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Charlotte, the size of it, where I'm from. Kind of gave me that just a good vibe feel. So I loved going there. And there was, the bonus, the benefit of the ball traveling wasn't bad.
No doubt about that. Chad, how about your, I guess a two-parter here, the toughest pitcher you faced? I'm sure that, that's a lot of names out there, but also who is the best pitcher you had the most success against? Like a guy that, got everybody out pretty much, but for some reason you had his number. Anybody come to mind for you on that?
Well, the nastiest guy, I'll go that one first. I always go with the lefty-lefty matchup, Wagner.
Oh, Billy Wagner.
He's throwing from his ear, and he's throwing 100, and his sliders looks the exact same until it gets about 3 feet from you, and then it takes a right turn into the dirt. So he could embarrass you. So you just didn't want to get embarrassed. Like your goal up there wasn't ever, I'm going to clip him. I'm getting ready to hit him in the seats. No, I'm going up there, and let's just try not to get embarrassed here. Saying that, I had some good at-bats on him. But, he's probably, in my opinion, I thought he should have been a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I thought he should have been this year. He was so close. But I see it. Hopefully he gets the Betters Committee down the road and get it voted in, but he deserves it for sure. And then success. Aaron Cook, who had some really good seasons with the Rockies, thinker baller, was always in the Cy Young talks. For some reason, everything that I hit against him found a hole or found some grass. I don't know. I know at one point it was like 17 for 34 with 9 doubles or something. It was just something that the numbers they didn't belong where they're at. There was a lot of luck in there with a few balls that got barreled, and I did see him fairly well. But probably Cookie's probably one of them that I had the most at-bats on, that when you look at the numbers, you get along.
Chad Tracy joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. Looking forward to another Ella Tracy here with the ECU softball team. Chad, a couple more before we let you go. It's so fascinating to see that, and not just coaches, but Keith LeClaire has sent so many future coaches out into the baseball world and the softball world, including yourself. So, you coaching girls softball at the level not the same as coaching college men. Maybe you can say some different things to the guys than you can to the girls and treat them a little different. But I'm sure you've taken a thing or two from Keith LeClaire. So how much do you kind of draw back on his coaching when you're doing what you're doing today with the softball girls?
Yeah, I think you draw for him in all parts of life, really. Softball being one of them for me. He wasn't so much of a yeller or screamer, but he got his point across. So that's kind of the approach that I take with the girls. And these girls impress me so much every day I'm out there with them. They're just so super talented. And, it's fun just to be out there at this point. We make the lineup out. We'll tweak a couple things here and there, but they pretty much run their own game. They're out there doing their own thing. So it's fun to see that all the work that we all put in early on is paying off for all of them. Hopefully we can get them all committed by the end of the fall.
Chad Tracy joining us. Before we go, give us a little scouting report on Ella. What will Pirate fans see from Ella Tracy here as a Pirate? What position does she play, Chad, and what kind of player is she?
She's a lefty, so she throws lefty as well. She can play any 3 outfield spots. She has played some first base in her career. I wouldn't imagine she'll play a whole lot of first in college. But you're going to see a high average, high on base that squares the ball up a lot. And when she squares it up in the air, it's usually a home run. She runs well, and she throws well. I think, Pirate fans are going to have a good one to watch for hopefully 4 years.
That is awesome. Looking forward to that. And Chad, great catching up with you, man. Thank you so much for your time today. And hope you and your family are doing well there. And we'll continue to follow the success of the Tracys with Ella Tracy, who is coming here to play softball in Greenville. Chad, we'll catch up again down the road. Thank you for joining us today, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. My pleasure.
Chad Tracy, Pirate Great, joining us here on the Pirate Radio Live Line. Love a Legacy Act. And we'll be seeing Ella Tracy playing softball for Shane Winkler and the Pirates coming up the next few years. All right, we'll take a break. Come back, Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. We'll have more for you. When we return, Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update. They just went to commercial, but at last check, Greenville, the North Carolina All-Stars, Pitt County Girls All-Stars, up 3-0 against Italy. Shirley, is that right? So we'll keep an eye on that and more on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck, where tonight we'll be playing sports trivia. Sports trivia has moved to the Buck. Come see us Monday night, 8 o'clock. We'll be out there tonight having a good old time. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday after this.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, one-topping New York-style pizza for only $10.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing or not. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Washington, North Carolina. Letting you know about our huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, certified vehicles, vehicles for every budget, starting at $799 and up. And don't forget, we have all your off-road accessories here with our Washington off-road packages. So bring your Jeep, Ram, or other maker model, and we will take care of your accessories for you. Also, check us out online at WashingtonCDJR.com. Remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Hey, O's fans, come out and cheer on the Orioles against the Boston Red Sox on Friday, August 16th at 7:05 at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Be sure to get to the ballpark early because the first 25,000 fans 15 and over will receive a Corbin Burns bobblehead presented by Masson. Don't miss your chance to celebrate the Orioles ace with this giveaway and start your weekend off right with Orioles baseball and all the action and excitement of a night out at the yard. Buy your tickets today at Orioles.com/tickets.
Yo ho ho, Pirate Patriots! It's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. Time to hoist the colors of the land of the free and the home of the brave. We're celebrating independence now through August 15th with FN Firearms. Take advantage on low prices of FN 510s, 545s, and SCAR 15s with factory rebates up to $500. Plus, with every FN purchase will come free FN gear. With the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC, our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to lead you to the perfect treasure. Shop online or stop on by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Cliff Godwin, the head baseball coach at East Carolina University. I've been a Pirate Club member since I graduated in 2001, and you should too. By joining the Pirate Club, you become part of a family that helps our student athletes flourish on and off the field. When you enroll as a member, you're not just getting a membership, you're getting a front row seat to the action. To join, visit ECUPirateClub.com or call 252-737-4540 today. Go Pirates.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holton Ahlers. In this football season, when the fourth quarter ends, join me and the Pirate Radio team on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show.
How'd you think the Pirates looked? What positives did you take away? What negatives? We'll talk about it all. 317-1250 is the number.
I'm excited about taking your calls and breaking down ECU football games all season long.
There's local politics, bud.
Game days will never be the same, so join us here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Holton Ahlers. Join me for the Holton Ahlers Show every week right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
There's local politics, bud.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Order Jersey Mike's subs on the mobile app and get delivery right to your home, or save time and order ahead to skip the line to pick up from your nearest Jersey Mike's sub location. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. And are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Cheers to football fun at the tailgate and in the stadium this year. And remember, always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
2 on, nobody out for Greenville, and that could score a run, a base hit into right. Pickle!
Get there!
Oh, no. Had a little base running blunder there.
Oh, no.
So we're going to have first and third, 1 out. Runner does not score. Batter celebrates anyway. Hey, she got a hit. She did her job.
She did the old flex.
It wasn't her fault.
It almost looked like the, was it Fernando Rodney that did the arrow? Yeah. But I like that she waited till all this was done.
And it's crazy because, she ended up having bad base running right there, but she actually had good base running in the beginning, letting the ball get by her and not letting it hit her. But then she kind of overlapped second base and got in a pickle.
Chandler is big on criticizing young kids playing sports, we've learned here lately.
Got to call it like it is.
Well, she rounded second, didn't realize that the runner at third was held up by the coach, and she was way too far down the line before she realized it, and so she kind of got stuck.
Down the line.
Tell you what, we'll blame the coach next time he's in here in the studio.
Sure.
Coach,
dude, why did you put the stop sign?
Coach Metis.
Should have sent her.
I believe he says, you know what, we'll have bases loaded, nobody out. We'll roll with that instead of risking the runner there. But it is 3-0 North Carolina over Italy. And that is Greenville, the Pitt County All-Stars, up in the second inning.
Dude, I'm torn.
You've got where you currently live versus your ancestors. Hey, did you have
He's not enjoying this ball game.
So, did you enjoy any spicy Italian wings over the weekend, Sean?
Did I? Man, it was delish.
How about, you want to know what I did? No, I don't care. I'm going to tell you anyway. Friday, I went to the Grosh. I got chicken breasts, tortillas, provolone cheese, mayo.
Okay.
And onion. And I did like a chicken cheesesteak wrap situation.
Okay.
Made that.
I see you.
You see me. And then Saturday, I had a lot of cheese, a lot of wrap left over. So I went to a grocery store that has a salad bar. I got some of their grilled chicken, some of their lettuce, some of their onions. So for less than $5, I had more to add to my wrap. This time I did a chicken ranch wrap.
Nice.
But I wasn't done there. Sunday, and I did make a mistake. I had never purchased it before. You know how they have that like that steak fajitas, but it's in a bag?
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never got this before. It was only $5. But I got the cheese, I got the mayo, I got the tortilla. I'm going to go with like a cheesesteak wrap situation. And, you know, you get what you pay for. It wasn't great. Should have just got a real steak or gone with something else, maybe a tuna wrap or something.
That's one thing I'm going to miss from AJ's is the cheesesteak in a wrap.
But I went all weekend wrapping.
You just wrapping all weekend.
I was like Slim Shady. That was pretty good.
That's pretty healthy eating too.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find how would I find like a wrap like they have at a restaurant instead of like a tortilla? Like, you know, the wraps at the restaurants are like thinner. Thinner.
I get the like carb counter it's flour. I think it says flour wrap on the
them high dollar ones.
Yeah. So
maybe, but they're thin.
Yeah. I can't remember if they're thin or thick.
Okay. I need to find a good thin wrap. Y'all have any food stories to tell from over the weekend? Or can we move along? It's up to y'all. Nobody chiming in?
No.
Jamie says, watch the new Beverly Hills Cop and Pete Rose documentary yesterday. I saw that Pete Rose documentary, but I bypassed it. He said both 5 thumbs up.
Oh.
Interesting scoring system there, Jamie. Is that 5 thumbs out of 5? Pete just can't get out of his own way. That is true. It's sad, but still around. Sometimes Jamie's sentences don't make sense.
By the way, add a couple more runs for North Carolina. 5-0 is the score.
5-0.
Robert's mad at me. And I told him that I wasn't for sure. Like, I just don't have an answer for the day. I didn't say no.
Robert says, Clip, this is the second time Sean has blown me off. Interesting. First time was last year's kickoff party. I saw you there. He said, I'm done with you, Sean. No, all good. I don't care either way. Lived in New York City, so I was trying to be nice. Robert sounds like a guy that really cares, that is trying to say he doesn't care. But that is kind of an a-hole move from you, Chandler.
I'm sorry. And what was it last year about the party? Did he, like, see me and I didn't say, hey? I don't remember what went down with the party last year. But I'm sorry.
Look at
and you know what? Okay, look, it's a date. We'll go and tour New York.
Look at my face when I look down. I look like Powder from the 1990s movie. That is creepy.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. It's weird.
That is weird lighting.
That's weird, wild stuff. Austin says, hearing the intro music for the 5th quarter in that promo gets me so jacked for the season. Every single year, no matter how much we sucked last season, I just can't help but be excited about football. I think there's reasons for excitement time this year.
For sure. I mean, I always talk about how I don't like change, but this change that East Carolina has had this offseason, which was much needed, and it was definitely, questions that needed to be answered, and we'll find out if they were answered, but the excitement for something new, especially offensively, with 2 quarterbacks, with the quarterback battle, and then just, the up-tempo type offense that we haven't seen since Lincoln Riley. So, I don't blame people for being excited. Would we be excited?
Excited? I like how you say excited.
Well, we'd be excited if we still had the same quarterback and offensive coordinator from last year.
You want to answer that first?
No.
I would not be excited at all.
Because, what I'm saying is Austin
there would be no reason for excitement.
Right, but I'm saying Austin said no matter how bad we sucked the previous year, like, would that change his mind?
Austin, if we had the same quarterbacks and coordinators last year heading into this season, would you be excited?
You think that's a fair question to ask?
No. You're basically what you're doing is challenging Austin's comment that that he's always going to be excited for football.
Right.
So yeah, from that standpoint, it's fair.
That's the reason why I asked the question.
But is it a legit question?
No.
Nobody's going to say yes to that.
No.
I don't even know if Mason Garcia or Alex Flynn would say yes.
I don't think Donnie would say yes.
This year is going to be different.
Well, I'm not looking forward to it. First time in 45 years. I'm not excited for the season.
Yeah, changes had to be made. I'd love to. I'll see if DK will join us this season.
Please.
I don't know. Would he want to? I mean, there's only
That's
one
totally
way
up to him.
There's only one way to find out, and that's to ask him. But it wouldn't be bad for me to ask him, would it?
No.
Yeah. He's just such a great dude, entertaining guy.
I think it would be more rude for you to not ask him and just completely ignore him.
Well, as the king of rudeness, thank you for telling me that.
I'm not rude.
All right.
And you know that for a fact.
Well, you know what?
I actually have very nice manners.
But that's like somebody goes out and commits a horrible crime, and you hear people close to him say, he's the nicest guy. Well, is he, though? Because I do think you're a nice guy with great manners.
Thank you.
If you went out and killed somebody, though, like, I don't know. That's kind of that's a slap in the face to the victims' families. If I was like, he's the greatest guy in the world. He just killed my family.
Then you would just say, I thought he was nice.
He was nice to me.
He didn't kill me.
Mike P said, speaking of the grocery store, thoughts on the item limits for self-checkout, seeing folks around my way with full carts at the self-checkout. We've talked about this
because there's nobody at the cashier's desk. And if there is, there's only one. I was in there the other day and I thought to myself, man, they could, save some room if they took out like at least 4 or 5 of these like cashier's sections.
That's a good point, John. This used to be an issue when they would have open lanes and the self-checkout. Now, where I go, the Wally World or Fresh Mart, whatever the hell they call it, the grocery store Walmart has like zero.
No, there's nobody.
Like, no, there's not even a lane to go in, though, is what I'm saying. It's all self-checkout.
That's crazy.
The food line I go to still has 5, 6, 7, whatever.
There's a bunch. There's like 7 or 8.
And the most I ever see occupied is probably 2 now. So, you know what, Mike P., I think at this point, you just go to self-checkout no matter how many items you have. Unless there are, I'll say, 4 or more cashiers open. If there are cashiers available,
if there's
you should get in line.
If there's 4 more cashiers, let me know. Take a picture of it.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I saw that. There's nobody. There's sometimes you have to go to, like you said, you have to go to the self-checkout.
Are you one of those
and do everything yourself and scan your MVP card?
Are you one of those people that like talks about the worker that's in the self-checkout area and like what is their purpose?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Are you one of those people?
No, I never even think about it.
Neither am I, because they do help out.
They check my ID.
They're doing their job. I had a question the other day with my salad. Usually the scale's by the salad bar. It wasn't this time. I had to say, hey, fella.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, young fella.
Lend an ear.
Can I weigh this here? He punched in a couple buttons. Boom.
That's his job.
And he did his job. Chad said, every time I go to Food Line, I think of you guys when I do self-checkout. Thanks.
Have you scanned your MVP card? I just scanned my first item. Calm down.
Mike P said the Teats always has 3 to 4 from his experience. I guess open cashiers. I never go to the Teats.
I never go to the Teats either.
I mean, I ride by and look at it, but I never go there.
The Teats is nice.
It is?
I always take a quick gander and then just keep on.
We're going to be right up against the Teats tonight, right?
Right.
At the Buck.
Right beside them.
Yeah. At the Buccaneer Music Hall. Sports Trivia, 8 o'clock. Buck scoreboard update. It looks like a merry-go-round, Shirley.
Let's go, girls.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that is us. They're both wearing dark uniforms. Another pet peeve of mine. But North Carolina now up 9-0. Do you know about a run rule in these games, Shirley, or anyone else?
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Yeah, there is a run rule, I believe, because North Carolina pitched, the pitcher that pitched yesterday or the day before, she did a 4-inning perfect game.
Yep, sure did.
So I would assume that there is a run rule that is in effect, especially with these pool play games.
We might have a challenge here. Did that ball go over the third base bag? Right now, it is 9-0 in the second inning. North Carolina cruising.
Aye. Mamma Mia.
It says a 10-plus run lead after the third inning.
Third inning?
Wow.
This thing could be over quick like.
Derek Anderson. This is not funny.
This is not funny.
Derek Anderson is the Louisiana Little League baseball coach. Manager.
Shirley, see if we have any Derek Anderson audio in the live at 5.
And former backup to Cam Newton.
And we need to take a break as well. Would you rather do it during the break?
You think this is funny? You think I find this funny? There's nothing funny about this. As he was laughing on the sideline.
That's Kawhi. I hate that too, though.
No, I had no problem with it.
Yeah. Now, he did lie.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He lied because you were laughing, and something is funny.
Sarcastic or pointed, but I mean that went out on Monday Night Television. A lot of fans are talking about it right now as a big problem with this team. Can you put in context what was going on at that moment? What caused it?
What Deuce and I talk about is nobody else's business.
But why was something funny when you're down 18 points in the fourth quarter?
It wasn't funny. I wasn't laughing about anything.
The camera showed you laughing.
Okay, that's fine.
Commented about it.
That's fine. I'm not laughing about it. You think this is funny? I take this serious.
I'm not.
Real serious. I put my heart and soul into this every single week.
All I'm saying is the camera shows.
I'm just telling you right now what I do every single week. Every single week, I put my freaking heart and soul into this. I study my off. I don't go out there and laugh. It's not funny. Nothing's funny to me. I don't want to go out there and get embarrassed on Monday Night Football in front of everybody.
That's why I'm asking you what.
I'm telling you right now, we're talking. Deuce and I are talking.
What was the context?
I'm done. Sorry. I'm not dealing with him. Sorry.
He said, nothing's funny to me. I've never laughed at a joke in my life.
Nothing's funny.
Last night I watched Chappelle's show. Didn't even crack a smile.
I wonder if the reporter...
Seinfeld? Biggest drama of all time. Didn't laugh once.
Will Ferrell movies? Never laughed at a single scene.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Don't care. It's not funny.
I don't even have a funny bone at all.
Hit my elbow. I dare you to hit my elbow.
I dare you to. Nothing funny about that, huh? But no, the reporter had some beef with him because he went right after him and said, no, the camera showed you laughing. That reporter was mad about that.
The initial question I feel like was okay because he's right. People saw that and were like, ooh, not a good look for Derek Anderson. So in a way, he was almost trying to clear it up like,
yeah.
Oh, man, that was just one of those things. Doing? Look, we were getting our tail kicked, and he tried to make the mood a little lighter because it was not a good game, and we're going to correct this. But, just cracked a little joke, and heck, man, I was glad to be able to smile in a butt kicking like that. But we'll get him back next week.
That's a good response.
Right. Yeah, look, I understand media and how it works.
That's a really good response.
I wasn't smiling. I wasn't laughing. You're literally on TV laughing. I've never laughed. Nothing's funny. I don't think anything's funny.
He studies his ass off.
Derek Anderson. Derek Anderson threw a combined 124 touchdowns and interceptions in the NFL. How many of those 124 were touchdowns?
I'm going to say 52.
All right. Jared, do you know Derek Anderson?
Yeah.
What do you want to go with?
I'll go 77.
Let's split the difference and go with 60.
Oh.
60 TDs, 64 INTs. Known for his time, I would say his best days were in Cleveland.
Yeah.
But also with Arizona, also with Carolina, and he blocked Tony Dunn on Twitter.
He sure did.
Tony was probably trying to be funny. And he's like, don't tempt me.
Yeah.
I've never laughed to this point in my life, and I don't want to start laughing now.
And what you saw on the screen is AI. You know how today is.
If he'd have said that in 2008 or whatever, that would have been hilarious. They can Photoshop anything. Look at when I got signed as a free agent. They already had me in a Cardinals jersey. You think I hadn't even been to Arizona yet? It's all fake. It's not funny.
Nothing's funny. He goes to a comedy club and he just sits there like this the whole time.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Mully and Derek Anderson have more in common than we once thought. We'll take a break. We'll wrap up hour number 2. Skip said he acted like an ass trying to defend himself laughing.
Mike P says maybe Tony was the only one to make him laugh. That's why he blocked him.
Okay, I admit, one time I laughed, Tony said something funny. And then I blocked him, and I haven't laughed since. That's an all-timer. Reminds me of Ryan Leaf from back in the day.
Tickle me. Just try to tickle me. Tickle me right now. I guarantee I won't laugh. Try to tickle me.
Armpits, ribs, doesn't matter. I'm not laughing.
Tickle my feet.
Now, Kawhi Leonard, that's a guy that knows how to have a funny time.
I feel like that's how Derek Anderson would sound laughing because it would hurt him so much.
It would be so unnatural.
So painful. Like it hurts him.
It's not funny. None of this is funny. We'll take a break, come back, and have more for you when we return after this.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Pitt County Schools is in the people business, and we are hiring. If you're looking to make a difference by helping us ensure the future of Eastern North Carolina, we invite you to be part of our dynamic team. If you're just starting out or exploring a career change, the doors of one of Pitt County's largest employers are open for those seeking competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities. We offer learning support and advanced leadership opportunities to better prepare our educators and skilled labor force. If you want to be part of an award-winning school system that focuses on educating students and growing our employees, we encourage you to surround yourself with people who are going to lift you higher. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And help us engage, empower, and elevate through 38 schools and 1 community.
There's a special deal at U.S. Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, barbershop quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
North Carolina State Parks has activated the North Carolina Outdoor Recreation Plan. With over 40 parks to visit in the state, we want to hear from you. Selected residents may receive a North Carolina Outdoor Recreation Plan survey through the United States Postal Service. Please take the time to complete the survey to help outdoor recreation from the mountains to the sea. For more information, visit ncparks.gov/outdoors.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet.
This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Pirate Radio.
It's never like the same stuff you hear every morning or like every afternoon on talk shows.
Your locally owned, locally operated radio station.
There's always new content.
That's the way I like it.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU home services partner. Call them today at 919-291-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, we're getting closer to the start of the season, and just like last year, more Michigan drama with the Connor Stallions and cheating and all that good stuff. Jim Harbaugh, who split town Pete Carroll style and said, got my championship. Not going to get caught up in this mess. Ain't got nothing to do with me no more. I'm out of here. I'm going to L.A. to coach the Chargers. Put out a statement, according to Daniel Popper of The Athletic. Quote, never lie, never cheat, never steal.
And never laugh.
Look, this is a serious situation. I hate to go Derek Anderson on you, but this isn't funny.
Sorry.
I don't think anything's funny. You're not funny?
I was not laughing, I promise.
Did you just laugh a second ago?
No.
We got you on camera.
No, I didn't do it.
Okay. Never lie, never cheat, never steal. I tell you what, this guy is no Eddie Guerrero. Sorry.
Stop.
Right. Quote, never lie, never cheat, never steal. I was raised with that lesson. I have raised my family on that lesson. I have preached that lesson to the teams I've coached. No one's perfect. If you stumble, you apologize, you make it right. Today, I do not apologize. I did not participate, was not aware nor complicit in those said allegations. So it's back to work and attacking with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. Good God. That's a heck of an enthusiasm. So Jim Harbaugh doubling, tripling, quadrupling down that he had nothing to do with the Connor Stallions cheating stuff. That is a strong statement. I will say that.
Throw your fours up. Throw your fours up. Get in that formation. That was strange.
Another thing strange is the Shield CW blowing us up during the show.
Is he still doing that? Oh, man.
Extreme beanbag toss at 4:15. Made it to the finals and lost. And he lost in Singo by one song. This guy, hey, he's got a new name, Mr. Silver.
He is so close. yet so far away.
So the run on gold struggling for CW, the Shield, on his cruise.
CW, like his family, his girls, his wife are like out on the beach enjoying the night. He's in there playing Singo and throwing cornhole.
Austin is a pub guy from Georgia. What you know about pub subs? There's a chat going on with the people right now talking about where they shop. Why are the chicken tender subs so popular? I don't get the fascination with them.
Yeah, and I heard they're not that good.
I've had one. Maybe I'm ordering it.
Oh, I heard it from you. And you said it was just overhyped.
It's very overhyped. Am I getting it wrong? Do I need to get them dressed, sauced in something? What do you put on it? It's a very dry chicken tender on bread. I mean, it's good, but the problem is when you overhype something, I'm expecting great.
There was no sauce on it?
You order it how you want it. And maybe I ordered it wrong.
I think there's got to be a sauce that goes on it that makes it. But you got to find out what that sauce is.
And maybe I did have some kind of honey barbecue or buffalo. I don't even remember. But still, it wasn't great. Tell me how to order it next time I go, and I'll try that. Let's take a break. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. We got our Fleet Feet rundown. But before that, we got Ellerbe and we got Blake Proehl. Pirate Radio football kickoff party coming your way Thursday, August 29th. Get your tickets now, pr927fm.com. Tickets moving along.
Yes.
So
picking up steam.
If you don't wait till the last minute. I had a buddy Joe text me this weekend. He said, "Are you at the station?" I'm like, "No, dude, it's Saturday. It ain't football season. I ain't at the station." He said, "Darn, was going to pick up some tickets for the party." I said, you got to do it online, bro. It's 2024.
You got to get it online, dude. pr927fm.com.
I mean, we're not at the registers. It's self-checkout, dude.
Like ticket locations and all that. That is so like 5 years ago.
Yeah. Now it's a couple of clicks, man, from your destiny, which is being at the party of the year, the Pirate Radio football kickoff party, right across the street.
At the State Theater.
State Theater. We'll take a break, come back. Blake Proehl will get us fired up for it after this.
Party like a pirate Thursday, August 29th at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party featuring special guest, former ECU Pirate and American Idol musician Blake Proehl.
In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you.
The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back at the State Theater in downtown Greenville, Thursday, August 29th, presented by Carolina Eagle Distributing. Get tickets now at pr927fm.com for only $10. Arrgh.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose, 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find, oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements, we're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies, we're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up, we'll bring the climate back under control. So go to call, nublue.com today. Go Pirates.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Daydreaming of being on the water? The Pirate Waters Outfitter in Washington is your place to get ready. This is Captain Bo Brooks with Pirate Waters Outfitter, and we are stocked up with the best selection of everything for the summer. Come in today for a new pair of Bahio sunglasses or a new color turtle box. You going fishing? We are stocked up with reels from Florida Fishing Product, new fly selections, and a full line of Smithy cast iron cookware. Pirate Waters Outfitter on Market Street in downtown Washington, and also on Facebook and Instagram.
What's even better than going to Jimmy John's? The great taste of Jimmy John's coming to you. Check out their convenient catering bundle, including a 12-pack of half sandwiches made with fresh-baked bread, hand-sliced meats, and fresh veggies, plus 2 premium sides, 15 chips, and 15 desserts, all for one great price. You can also choose an a la carte option. Pick it up, or they'll set it up for you. And don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Advance Moving and Storage. If you want to choose less stress when it comes to moving, you can choose Advanced Moving and Storage. They are locally owned and operated, and they do exclusive shipments, so no sharing a truck. And they guarantee their delivery dates as well. Get a free quote today at advancedmoversnc.com or call 321-3200. Make the transition from your present to your future with ease with Advanced Moving and Storage. Use the movers the Pirates have used for over 20 years. Advanced Moving and Storage. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock. Everything's off? Okay.
Oh, boy. Thank you, Shirley.
Yeah, no problem.
That was one of those have you plugged it back in situations, because literally it was not plugged in. Sometimes it's the easiest fix. Welcome back to the show. Clip Brock. Ellerbe here on a Monday. Shirley Rhodes, intern Jarrett, Sean, the birthday boy, Big Dog, Glenn Griffin. Fired up, Ellerbe. Another day closer to Pirate football. Another day closer to the Pirate Radio football kickoff party.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting excited for August the 29th. Excited for our guest that is on the Pirate Radio live line to land back in Greenville for the first time in a long time. Let's go out to the live line and welcome former East Carolina Pirate and American Idol star Blake Proehl. Blake, how you been, buddy?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're doing a lot better now. We tripped the power cord in the studio, so we kind of had a turnover, I guess that's what you would call in the football business. So that would have been not fun to have a great guest like you on the program and not be able to talk to you. But we're getting excited for August the 29th, man. I feel like we spoke about this so long ago, and now it's starting to set in. It's going to be a reality here before we know it.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. It's been long overdue. I haven't been back in Greenville, and I'm excited to come home for a little bit. I'm excited to see everybody.
Well, Blake, give us an update on the music career. You got some exciting stuff coming up, right?
Yeah, man. We've announced a tour coming up, so we're doing a bunch of kind of, backlog stuff with that and the marketing stuff, and then I got a single coming out that I'm announcing tomorrow. So I guess this is kind of an announcement itself, but I'm posting like a sneak peek of that. I'm kind of going a little bit more pop country now, and I've been writing in Nashville. So, yeah, it's a new single, and I'm singing it at the Pirate Radio party, so I'm excited about that.
Awesome.
Wow, so you're launching this single official. Where can people find all the information about this on Tuesday?
Yeah, so it'll be on my social media platforms, so Instagram and TikTok primarily. I'll post like a little promo of it, and yeah, I'm excited. It actually comes out, I think we decided on Labor Day weekend, which is kind of crazy just because the party and everything, so I'm really excited about that.
This is timing out perfect.
Yeah.
So this is a new single that you wrote, and
yes.
And you're going to launch it on Tuesday. You're going to perform it Thursday, August the 29th. What other details can you release to us today, to Pirate Nation here?
Well, it's other than that, it's really, there's really nothing else to announce besides it's coming out that night, which is actually crazy to think about. I actually just putting that together right now, so that's really exciting. It's called Crazy Stupid Love. It's just like a classic, like, end your summer, like, country bop, honestly. It's, like, probably my favorite song I've ever written. Has the best energy I've ever written, and it'll be really fun live, too, so I'm excited to perform it at the party.
So the first time people will see it live, I guess, will be at the State Theater, at the Pirate Radio party, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, if you haven't gotten your tickets already,
cool.
Definitely log on to our website and see this debut of Blake Proehl and his new song. Would you say Crazy Stupid Love?
Yeah, Crazy Stupid Love.
It feels like a lot of the way Pirate fans feel about the Pirates. It's kind of crazy at times. Sometimes it feels stupid, but at the end of the day, it's a true love.
It's just love.
Yeah.
Hey, it's fitting, very fitting.
That's awesome. And tell us about this summer. You've been touring. I saw news you've been back up in Minnesota where you were with the Vikings. I guess you got a big following up there, but you've been performing. Give us the 411 on Blake Proehl this summer.
Yeah, man, I had a couple headline shows. I did Charlotte, and then I went up to Minnesota about 2 weeks later, and it was amazing. Just for me to kind of get my feet wet and put, my foot in the door for live shows is exciting. And since music is still relatively new to me, after Idol especially, I've wanted to after Idol, it made me really motivated to kind of get out on the road. So that's why hence the tour coming up in the fall and all that stuff. So, yeah, I've just been doing shows and writing and just the classic artist stuff, It's a crazy behind the scenes. It's a lot of work behind the scenes that people don't get to see, and so that's why I try to share on social media. But, yeah, I've just been grinding and kind of developing as an artist and getting out there on the road and seeing people live, so...
Blake Proehl before he performs on stage versus Blake Proehl before he runs out of a tunnel for a football game. Two different people, or there's a lot of similarities of what's about to happen?
Yeah. Honestly, man, this is a really great question because nobody's really asked me that, like the pregame type of mentality. It's really funny when I started music, like last year when I had my first ever headline show in Minnesota. Like, you can ask my band, I was, like, full-on, like, pre-game, like, ritual. Like, I was about to play a football game. And, like, musicians are really chill. Like, they're usually just chilling, eating pizza, like, laughing. Like, everybody's, like, vibing in the green room, and I'm like locked in, like staring at a wall, like I'm about to go hit somebody or something. Like, and they're like, "Yo, like loosen up, dog. Like it's a show. Like this is fun. Like we chilling." And football, like for me, like it was obviously like it's something that I loved since I was a kid. So I loved it to death. But it was like a business trip for me. Like every time we stepped out on the field, you know, Coach Houston used to preach that to us, and like we were locked in, like almost silence. Like it was fun, but it's like it's at the same time, it's like this is a business trip, and that's how I was like looking at it. And this year it's completely different. Like I'm starting to evolve. Like man, music is fun. Like people are here to party and have fun, and it's a whole different world. And I'm learning that. But at first it was not that way at all. So it's pretty funny to watch.
That was a good pregame there question, Ellerbe. How about like game time? Like can a crowd hype you up and maybe take you to another level like it did when you were playing in front of a big crowd in football?
Sure, 100%, dude. Like a lot of times in my rehearsals, like you know, I'm performing to like a wall or like an empty venue when I'm rehearsing with the band, and it's like, all right, like I feel good. This is how I'm gonna feel. And then you get out there, like especially in Minnesota a week and a half ago, like when I got up on stage, it just like ignites a whole different, like I almost call it like an alter ego. Like I'm like, I don't know who that was, but like he's dope. Like I like him. Like he's cool. It's the crowd was amazing in Minneapolis, and yeah, I would say it definitely brings out a different person for sure.
So what are you looking at when you're on the stage? Because everybody's looking at you. What is where do your eyes go when you're up on stage?
Dude, honestly, like at first, like I said, like you'll notice a lot of the stories when people ask me about live stuff. I've just evolved so much in a live setting as an artist. Like my first show, I remember when I got up there, I was like, oh shoot, like I didn't know this is what it was gonna feel like. Like all these people are staring at me. Like why is everybody staring at me? And it was like funny because I would like look out into. It's hard to see on stage usually depending on the venue because the lights and stuff. But I would just kind of look out. But now, dude, I love seeing people live and their faces and like singing at people and kind of like relating to them live. So really, I mean, I'm connecting with the people there. Like, I love just interacting with the people who are physically right in front of me.
How about fans, Blake, and something that as a football player, especially here at ECU, you become a local celebrity and people recognize you, and you got a famous last name to start with anyway. So you've probably been receiving some attention most of your life. But how about that part of it? Fans can be overbearing. At the same time, it can be great to connect one-on-one. So how do you kind of handle that? You're going to have a lot of fanfare no matter where you go, but especially there in Minnesota, especially here in Greenville. So how do you handle all that?
You know, for me, like, it doesn't change anything. Like, I'm still Blake, and however far God takes this, like, career for me, I'm still just going to be Blake. And, you know, I never look at myself above anybody else. So, you know, if somebody is a fan or of some sort has crossed paths with me, like, I'm just going to be me, like, regardless. Just kind of the silly, like, jock type of kid who's now singing. Like, it doesn't change anything. There's nothing weird. I think I've gotten used to it a little bit, especially after Idol and during Idol especially. I wasn't used to walking in like a grocery store and sometimes somebody would be like, oh my gosh, are you the kid that was on Idol? Like, are you? And I would be like, oh wow, like somebody like, what, you watch Idol? Like, you know what I mean? I didn't realize the magnitude of that. But for me, man, it's just a human to human interaction. Like, it's nothing different, and I love it, dude. It motivates me all the time and inspires me. So I think it's just an opportunity to help other people and relate to people, really.
Blake, can you tell us about the process of writing songs? That seems to be really. I mean, it's one thing to perform and sing, and a lot of people do that and do perform other people's songs, but you're writing your own music. How does that process start, and do you enjoy it, and what's the time length it takes to get a good song written?
Yeah, writing music is definitely a skill that I think you evolve in and learn. Just like most things, like it's hard to, you have to practice it. It's like learning how to run routes. I like to compare it to like, you have to get reps in. So a lot of times for me, my management puts me on writing trips. So I'm in rooms in Nashville and LA most of the time. Like I have one in August, the week before I come up for the Pirate Radio party, and I'll write probably 5 to 10 songs while I'm there, and I'm in rooms with labels like Sony, Big Machine, and all these labels with their writers and producers. And I bring, a lot of times my process is when I have downtime like I am right now in Charlotte, I'll write either a hook or a melody or maybe a concept that I think is really cool, and I'll bring them to sessions and be like, hey, this is what I have. I really like this melody that I wrote, this music, and then you kind of collaborate with a writer or producer and you make it kind of one song. So that's my favorite process. Writing on your own is definitely how you evolve and get better, but I think collabing with other people is like the best form of art in my opinion. So that's kind of how I write.
How many songs have you written so far?
In total, I would say close to, I only have like, I think 6 songs out, but I've written probably close to like 100.
So what do? You just kind of wait on the right music to find you, or
Exactly.
Yeah.
For me, I'm always trying to beat like my favorite song I've written. So like the next song, Crazy Stupid Love, that's coming out, it's for sure my favorite song and best song that I've ever written. Like it's a very catchy melody. The instrumentation of it is amazing. Like the entire song, you're head bobbing. Like it's very, it keeps you in it the whole song. And as I've evolved over the last 3 years since I've gotten into music I'm writing, like I would say only half of the songs have that element to it. So like for me, it's, even though I've written 100, that doesn't mean all of those are release worthy. Like that's kind of part of the process I'm talking about of writing and like getting through that. Because for every like 10 songs you write, like one might be releasable or one might be good enough to see the light of day. And that's what I mean by just writing and just like, you know, every once in a while you're just going to have a great song that you're excited to release. But this whole next year, like I plan on releasing back to back now that I'm a full-time artist. So it won't be as long of a waiting game as it has been.
So when I think you referenced earlier your band, Blake. So when you're playing and touring and things like that, will you be playing with the same drummer and guitarist and all that, or will there be, you know, other people playing your music? How does that work?
That's a really good question. So I have a band. So the band that I've played with mostly in Minneapolis is the same band. I think if I get to a certain point where if I decide to sign with a label, I'll have a band that's with me regardless of what state I'm in. But right now I'm kind of with, like I have a band that's East Coast oriented and I have one that's Midwest. And obviously the Pirate Radio Kickoff Party, I'm playing with the band that's already there. So like I don't have a specific band that's with me like every single show. It depends on where I'm at.
Blake, what's the thing you've learned the most about the music business that you didn't really know?
That's a really good question. I would say what I didn't realize with the music business is that it's a really, really, really small world. Like it seems like such a huge industry, and it is in the scale of like, just like everybody hears about the music industry and all the things that come with it. But the writers, producers, the artists, the labels, like it's actually a really small world. Like I'll walk in a session and I'll write a song and they're like, yeah, I actually play guitar. Like I'll be like, oh, I really like this song as a reference. Like, oh, I play guitar on that one. And it's like Justin Bieber's song or Morgan Wallen's. Like a vocal coach I worked with the other day, she's Morgan Wallen's vocal coach. I had no idea. Like anybody you meet could know freaking Taylor Swift, or like it's all like everybody's connected in the smallest way. It's just a small world. And I think that's where you have to, you know, relationships are really important, and being yourself in sessions and just growing those relationships are huge, and just getting connected in the industry in general.
You've been in two spaces that a lot of people want to get to, the NFL and then in the music industry. Are they comparable? Is one harder than the other to be a part of? How do you give the perspective to someone that wanted to be in either or both?
Yeah, I think, you know, so I'll answer the question, which one's harder? They're so different. Obviously, it depends on how far you want to make it. Like, there's different levels to it. Like, I would compare making it to the NFL, like less than 1%, as making it to a point where you're like a touring artist and you're selling out venues like on a world tour of like, even if it's just like 1,000 to 2,000 cap rooms, which are like pretty big. Like when I first started music, like, or before I started music, I thought you didn't really make it unless you were in like an arena. But realistically, like there's only a handful of artists in the entire world who can do that. And so I would say making it to the NFL is, this is such a good question, dude. there's so many different levels to it. I would say football for me came easier because I did it my entire life. But this music and the just being an artist is probably harder in the sense that I don't have like the confidence that I can like lean into that I did in the beginning. So like now I have the confidence that I needed more in the beginning, like when I was on Idol and stuff like that. But oh man, that's a really good question, dude. I might have to come back with that one. I would say football is probably harder in the sense of like making it to the league.
You can give us an update when you're here on August the 29th. How about that?
Yeah, I'll answer that better. I'll think about it. That's a really, really good question.
Blake, the hot topic in college sports right now is NIL, the name, image, and likeness. And I was thinking about that from a music standpoint. I watched a documentary recently on Netflix about like the boy band craze and the manager taking advantage of the guys in NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and all that. So like in October, if I Clip Brock record Crazy Stupid Love and sell it here on Pirate Radio as my song, I'm pretty sure you can sue me for that. How do you maybe this is a good question for your manager or your people, but how do you make sure that you're not being taken advantage of? And also at the same time, if you are at a show and you do an awesome cover or record a cover, you got to clear that. There's a lot of that probably not so fun stuff you got to think about too when it comes to all this. Yeah, dude, that is for sure a question for my management, but they do all that stuff. Like when they upload my music for me. So like Crazy Stupid Love, for example, they'll upload it, and you actually upload a song a month in advance. So like technically, to get playlisting and all that stuff, you have to upload your song to like through a distributing company. I think there's different like services, and I think they cover like, I don't know if the song is like patented, like dude, right. I have no idea, but I do know that protects you because the song comes out on all streaming platforms under your name and licensing and through like, I think some sort of like a contract or some sort. So that's definitely a management question, but like I couldn't give you the exact details, but I know that you're protected when you go through like a streaming service.
Blake, college football is right around the corner. Do you have time to dive into what East Carolina football is going to be like, or what professional football is going to be like? How much time do you spend following football as it creeps near?
Yeah, dude. First of all, I'm insanely excited for ECU. I've been, following as much as I can on social media. It's definitely getting a little cloudy for me on players because a lot of players that I played with are kind of now like fully weeding out. There's a couple left. But I'm excited to get down there and kind of see the team and meet the guys. I know there's some transfers, some young kids. I'm excited to see just the new talent. I'm sure I'm wondering, can you guys give me like a little update on who we're excited about? Any newcomers?
Well, I was going to say, Blake, you're not the only one, because when you look at the offense this year, outside of the running backs and O-line, it is going to look almost completely new. So a ton of new faces, excited about some new receivers, Chase Sowell returning, but the newcomers, Winston Wright and Anthony Smith, and then the tight end, Casey Kelly's, Chad Kelly's brother, Jim Kelly's nephew. So he comes in, and so we got new weapons at quarterback. Caden Hauser from Michigan State, Jake Garcia from Missouri are battling it out right now. So we got a quarterback battle. But hey, you're like a lot of Pirate fans. You're kind of wondering what the offense is going to look like. New coordinator John David Baker as well. So it's going to look completely different from last year offensively. I can tell you that.
Yeah, man, I'm excited, dude. I'm excited, new beginnings, and hopefully Coach Houston can get back on track. And yeah, dude, I'm excited. I'm excited, new offensive coordinator. Like, I want to see how he's going to throw that thing. Hopefully he can air that thing out with the quarterback. So I'm excited to watch that on this season. So
I guess maybe what was Rajay or Deontay or Elijah Morris? Were they here when you were here, Blake?
Yeah. Elijah Morris was, and Rajay was there. So yeah. I'm excited for those. Rajay is my guy, so I'm hoping he can stay healthy and have a great year, and hopefully, get into the league next year.
Is it correct that this will be the first time you'll be back in the stadium, since you left?
Let's see. I did go to, when did I go? I went to a game. It hasn't been all the way since I've left. I went to the state game. I want to say, was it 2 years ago? When Holton was playing, and CJ had that touchdown on a seam ball. I was there for that game. So that's the last time I've been there. So 2 years, I think.
What's your favorite memory as a Pirate? One play. What do you got?
Favorite memory as a Pirate? Okay, well, there's two things. My favorite play is different than favorite memory. Favorite memory is for sure beating Carolina in Dowdy Ficklen, just because, like, my brother went to Carolina, and I hate Carolina, that, like, with every ounce of my being. And then also, my favorite play, ooh, that's hard. There's a few, but I would say, like, honestly, my last game against SMU, it was COVID, so there wasn't really a crowd, which sucks, but Tyler Sneed threw me a double pass, and that was my roommate and, like, one of my best friends, so that was pretty cool, and it was my last game ever. So that was cool to kind of finish off that way with, you know, my roommate and also a really close friend.
Tyler Sneed doing big things post East Carolina up in Canada.
He won a championship.
Awesome to see.
Yeah.
Blake, while I got you here, I do have a question. I was going to ask you a couple of receiver-related questions, so I'll bypass the ECU one and just go to the Vikings question. I don't know if any receiver, you know, is quarterback-proof, but we might learn it this year with Justin Jefferson, who I do say is worth all the hype. He'll make 1, 2, 3 catches every Sunday with 3 guys around him, and it's just incredible. But some quarterback questions there with Kirk Cousins gone for your old team in Minnesota right now. Sam Darnold, the veteran, J.J. McCarthy, the young guy. So this is partly a Vikings question, partly a fantasy football question. How much do you trust Justin Jefferson to have another tremendous year? And what do you think about that passing game with some different quarterbacks there in Minnesota?
Dude, that guy, Justin, man, he's, first of all, unbelievable player. That's my boy. We still talk as much as we can. I literally gritted on stage for him the other day and sent him the video, which is hilarious. But he's just a great, humble dude. Like, a lot of stuff that people don't realize is the off-the-field stuff. Like, when you're a humble kid like he is, but you work that hard and practice that hard and have that talent, like, when you combine all of that together, that's when you get, you know, a Hall of Fame football player, and that's what Justin is. I don't know if you guys watched Receiver on Netflix, but they show a little bit behind the scenes and just how hard he works. To have that talent and to practice that hard and care that much is just a crazy combination. And for him, he's going to do well every year. If he stays healthy, you could put me at quarterback, and if I just throw it near him, he's catching that thing. So, like, you know, you got Sam Darnold or McCarthy, like whoever it is, like he's going to ball out, and he's in a great system. Coach O'Connell is, you know, a great coach, especially for the offense and scheming up stuff, especially for JJ. And I'm telling you, like, if you can draft him in fantasy or whatever it is, whatever's going on, if you're legally betting or whatever, I would bet on Justin Jefferson 100% of the time.
There you go. And things have changed around here. Now you can legally bet in the state of North Carolina, Blake Proehl, so I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, that's good. I had to say that I didn't want to say something wrong, so I was just, you know, treading lightly.
Nah, you're all good. Well, we can't wait to have you down here Thursday, August the 29th. You're going to be here for the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. Just announced in the last 30 minutes here on Pirate Radio, you're going to be singing your single you're releasing tomorrow for the first time, Crazy Stupid Love, at the party. And you're going to be here all weekend. You're going to be hanging out with the Pirate Radio crew on Friday, Saturday. So great opportunity for folks to come hear Blake Proehl Thursday, August the 29th. Man, I am excited to have you.
Thank you guys so much. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Blake. Blake Proehl joining us at the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. Going to be a blast. Ellerbe should have been Cowboys. Blake Proehl, the Pirate Radio crew, college football on them. I'm sold.
I mean, what else do you need to know? And I believe, are the UNC Tar Heels playing that Thursday night?
They are like 2-point underdogs to Minnesota.
Right. And Blake just saying that he despises the Tar Heels more than anything.
And has those Minnesota ties.
So, I mean, we'll be like pulling for the Gophers, listening to Blake.
Gopher fans.
Listen to Blake Proehl sing at the Pirate Radio party. It's going to be a big night. Get your tickets on our website, PR927FM.com. It's going to be super exciting.
Ellerbe, before we take a break, a flip through with Jonathan Ellerbe. Who have we not talked about? We haven't talked about Missouri. Any players come to mind when you think of Missouri?
Yeah,
What do you think of?
they're in big trouble this year because their quarterback's at ECU.
Jay Garcia.
They're in big trouble. But I will give them some props because I do like David Blackwell. He's out there on the defensive staff. Former interim coach, former defensive
Dave.
coordinator.
What a great guy.
David Blackwell, one of the all-time great ECU guys, and was here with Scotty Moe for a few years. He was just a tremendous guy and handled that, taking over for Scotty at the end with class. And I wish him well. So I do like Missouri for that.
Jared, how many games did Missouri win last year?
I think they won 11. They beat Ohio State in their bowl game.
I was going to say, I think the common football fan wouldn't know that Missouri won 11 games last year, but Jared's not the common fan. He is a bright young man. 11-2 last year with Drinkwitz.
Yeah. How's your dad Phil still doing? Is he doing, having a good summer?
Let's see what Phil Steele has them picked in the SEC. Ellerbe, Missouri, in a stacked SEC.
Fifth.
Wow. That says a lot about Mizzou. If you'd have told me when they joined the league, and then you add in Texas and Oklahoma, that they'd be picked fifth, I would have said you're crazy, but that shows you the path they're on.
And it's a tough league.
I think of Chase Daniel, who has made a mint being a backup quarterback in the NFL for years and years and years.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy Macklin went to Missouri as well. Shane Ray went to Missouri as well. Ellerbe, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, it's fun. Thanks to Blake Proehl for being our guest, and see everybody on Thursday, August 29th.
As we take a break, Movie Ticket Monday. Do you want to be reclined, eating a giant bowl of popcorn, enjoying a movie in the best theater in Greenville like I was 2 Sundays ago when I went and saw Twisters? Well, you can for free right now if you are caller number 6 317-1250. Golden Ticket Cinemas Movie Ticket Monday. You and a guest can be a winner, and you will be if you are caller number 6, and we'll have our Fleet Feet rundown when we return after this.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea. A strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
There's a special deal at U.S. Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, barbershop quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The brunch is back. The famous brunch buffet at Fifth Street Hardware has a variety of breakfast and lunch items from 10:30 to 2, including an omelet station and prime rib, and a special Sunday cocktail menu, including mimosa flights. Don't forget, Fifth Street Hardware has lunch specials every day, along with over 40 beers on tap. Trivia Wednesday, live music every Thursday night, and a late night menu through the weekend. Visit FifthStreetHardware.com or give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram for a weekly lineup and more. Go Pirates!
It's hot outside, but you won't break a sweat using ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate for your next home sale or purchase. Our experienced agents help you stay cool while navigating the home buying or selling process. Uncover your next treasure today by visiting encpiraterealty.com. And remember, at ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we close the deal or someone walks the plank. Go Pirates!
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494. For East Coast Grading and Utilities. Utilities.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
Party like a pirate Thursday, August 29th at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party featuring special guest, former ECU Pirate and American Idol musician Blake Proehl.
Waves will crash over me.
The Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party is back at the State Theater in downtown Greenville, Thursday, August 29th, presented by Carolina Eagle Distributing. Get tickets now at pr927fm.com for only $10. Arrgh. Pirate Radio.
You must be a pirate for the Pirates Code to apply, and you're not. And thirdly, the code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years. And are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. And congratulations to Jeff Dover of Greenville. He was our winner of Movie Ticket Monday. And a quick Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update. North Carolina defeats Italy 16-0. And they advance. I will have to tell you later when they will play next.
Ooh, a little tease from Shirley Rhodes.
Oh, there you go.
Got that ass whoop. Questions. Strong. 2 touchdowns on the board against Italy.
Got that ass whoop. Questions.
I got a question. How do you like your feet?
How you like me now? I like them fleet.
You like to be fleet of foot?
Love to be fleet of foot.
Well, guess who's here? East Carolina long snapper, and from a hot day of practice to tell us about our friends at Fleet Feet.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
All right, one baseball game going on right now. It is the Mets. The Mets. Talked to Brett lately?
I haven't talked to Brett, but I'm ready for him to get back.
Get back to what?
To the studio.
Continuing to not be an intern here?
Yes.
Was he the worst Pirate Radio intern of all time?
No.
Okay.
No, I can promise you there were interns that were worse than Brett.
Are we going to name names?
And he actually, he came to some baseball games and did some stuff and really enjoyed taking people's pictures. I just love getting the picture.
I look at them in the little camera box here, and I snap the button on top.
Press the button, and it takes a picture.
Shirley, worst interns, who you got?
Oh, my gosh.
Are you going to call him
I can't remember
out?
the guy's name. This was years ago. Had a little too many pirate beverages apparently the night before,
Oh, yeah.
I knew you were
going
to say that. I just said to Chandler fell asleep.
Yeah.
So I knew
Fell
that you were
asleep in the middle of UBE during the UBE Pirate Preview
on the
show.
steps, right?
Huh?
Wasn't it on when he's sitting on the steps?
Yes. Now, if you remember what UBE used to be like before they did all the renovations, there used to be kind of like a ramp-looking apparatus where the steps are.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. There were steps there. Now it's a ramp. And he sat there during the show and promptly fell asleep during a very busy time at UBE, and people are walking around it, just completely hungover.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
And so I walked up to him and I said, hey, I've got this. I had another intern at the time. I believe that was Eric Gilmore.
I think, no, because I was here. It was Travis Ostrander. Remember
Is
Travis?
That who it was?
Yep.
Okay, so I said, Travis is here. No biggie. You know, I've got all the hands I need. You can go on home. And then after he left, I called the higher ups and said, don't bring him back.
He gone.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to pass out in the middle of a busy game day Saturday. People are walking around you, and you are completely knocked out.
Jared, how does it feel that in your short time here, you've already bypassed several Pirate Radio interns?
Feels pretty good.
Yeah, you are moving up on the list, buddy.
Just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll be just fine.
All right.
Best 2 interns of all time here?
Are sitting in this room.
You're looking at them.
They're sitting in this room right here.
You guys are the most humble people I've ever met.
I might be the only one in this room that did not start out as an intern.
You literally are.
I am, yeah.
You yam what you yam.
I am what I am.
What were we talking about? The Buccaneer musical? Oh, yeah, the Mets. The Mets. That won nothing over the Cardinals. The Mets are back.
They're so back. Has Burley batted? Is he playing today?
I don't care. I'll be strikes out 5 times today.
Or Sean? Is Sean pitching?
Sean Armstrong.
Burley is batting 3/6, and he has not hit yet, but he is coming up to the plate. So we'll keep an eye out for it. All right, Simone Biles finishes with a silver today. Overrated.
Bum, bum, bada, bum.
Well,
overrated.
She fell off the beam.
Can't even stand on the beam. Actually, I heard a lot of talk this weekend that she was legitimately the GOAT when it comes to women's gymnastics. I don't know enough about it to say, but I know she has won a lot. So that's fine by me. Call her the GOAT. Anything else? Speaking of Vikings wide receivers, we just talked to a former one, Blake Proehl. Jordan Addison
oh, my.
has been charged with a DUI.
Oh, boy.
It's the same one from a few weeks ago, right?
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, this is old news, but
that's another thing we were talking about it earlier in the program. You don't really care about training camp, but the 2 things you really look out for is injuries and arrests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens every year.
The Chiefs have had like 5 people get arrested this offseason.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'll go ahead and count them in for another Super Bowl.
Yep.
You know how it says? Georgia.
Yeah.
I'll count them in for a championship, too.
Yeah. That's what the lesson is here, folks. As long as you are good and as long as you are a champion, you can do whatever the hell you want, man. It's actually not true because Georgia guy just got booted. One of them, right?
He should have.
Was he the guy that was filming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was happening?
Are we talking about the same story?
No, you're thinking about Rashee Rice.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking about a Georgia a college football player that was like filming his indiscretions without the other parties knowing. What are you talking about?
That.
That.
I
don't know, man. I'm not up to date on all my jail bookings. I like to think positive thoughts.
Same.
People not getting arrested.
Positive, but not funny.
No, never funny. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll hit a thumb through on our rundown. We'll get Jarrett's SummerSlam recap.
And we need to test the pipes and sing happy birthday to Big Dog.
Man, we got a lot to do. More to go. Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. Jamie says Brett is worse than Connor. No doubt. If you were going to say Connor, I was going to argue in Connor's favor. Sure, he cussed on the air and never showed up on another show again. But he did.
He played a huge part in our party?
Our preseason video.
Yeah.
As Wolverine.
That's coming up on 1 year.
How about that?
And 1 year since we've seen Connor.
Yeah, we still haven't seen him since. I got Connor ahead of Brett in my intern rankings. We'll take a break, come back, and have more after this.
The Holton Ehler Show.
John David Baker, OC of the Pirates. Going into camp, what is something you're kind of looking for, between both of them to kind of take the lead and be QB1?
Really, it's two things for me. It's just consistency, day in and day out. Be the same guy. Just stay within the offense. Don't try and do too much. And the other thing is just eliminate turnovers, because for us as an offense, we're going to create explosives. If we'll limit turnovers and protect the football, we can go win a lot of football games.
The Holton Ehler Show, Thursdays and Fridays at 6, right here on Pirate Radio.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're #1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
PestTech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. PestTech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the PestTech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. PestTech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Want a great lunch with quick service?
Huckleburger.
Need a place to dine out with the family tonight?
Huckleburger.
The fastest full-service restaurant in town.
Huckleburger.
Huckleburger is committed to 3 core values: highest level of customer service, high-quality delicious food, and lightning speed. The Huckleburger menu features delicious burgers, cheesesteaks, chicken sandwiches, black bean burgers, salads, and much more. Huckleburger in Greenville near Lowe's on Memorial Drive and off of 15th Street near the movie theater in Washington.
Huckleburger.
Delicious, fast, fresh, and friendly.
Are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Cheers to football fun at the tailgate and in the stadium this year. And remember, always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
Your Wood Ducks host the Myrtle Beach Pelicans August 6th through the 11th. Join us on Thursday for $2 natural lights, bush lights, and peanuts for the first pitch at 6:30 p.m. Join us Friday night for post-game fireworks presented by WNCT Channel 9, where the first pitch is set for 7 p.m. And on Sunday, come and enjoy $1 hot dogs and a $6 meal deal. First pitch is at 1 p.m. And get your tickets at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Come enjoy some Wood Ducks baseball at a historic Granger Stadium in Kinston all weekend long. Go Woodies!
Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, one-topping New York-style pizza for only $10.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing or not. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
This is Ryan McChrystal from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Quality Equipment is your full-service John Deere dealer with 36 locations to serve you. Quality Equipment is open in Winterville next to Sam's Club, or visit qualityequip.com to find the location near you. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. They're open 7 days a week with live music every night of the week. And you can also include sports trivia to that great lineup of stuff going on at the Buck. On Monday nights, Clip Brock will be hosting sports trivia at the Buck. On Tuesday, you can enjoy Shag Night. On Wednesday, it's an acoustic performance by Lonnie Britton. On Thursday, enjoy line dancing and karaoke. And then on Friday, it'll be a performance from Hatchback. And, of course, you can check them out on Facebook and Instagram to keep up with the latest information. And we'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Should we shag now or shag later? The answer is later. You'll have to wait one more night.
Yep, one more night.
If somebody comes up to me tonight and says, should we shag now or shag later? I'll say later. How about tomorrow night?
How about shag tomorrow?
6 to 9 p.m. on Tuesday night.
All right. Welcome back into the show. God, I wish that restaurant was a sponsor. Can you go get them as a sponsor?
Sure.
So we can talk about what we talked about during the break? Because, man, we had a good old time in here, just me and Sean. Not laughing.
No, and you better not have gotten it on video, Jarrett.
All right, thumb through.
Oh, baby.
We've done them twice. We've done them once. Have we done them once?
Wake Forest?
Yeah. I remember you asking about Curry.
Yep.
Aaron Curry. Done them. We've done a lot of teams. We are gonna
Penn State, and I think we have not looked at them.
So Penn State, I go back. LeVar Arrington.
I go back.
I go 90s. LeVar Arrington, Kijana Carter, Kerry Collins. Penn State really good back then.
I don't go too far back. I go Micah Parsons. I go Saquon Barkley.
How about a little Jahan Dotson?
How about Hackenberg?
Christian Hackenberg. Jared, who comes to mind when you see that white helmet?
Y'all said a lot of them, but Navarro Bowman right there. Former Niner.
Good one.
Wow.
A lot of other people, but let's keep it football.
Jared is an old soul.
You are.
No way you saw Navarro Bowman playing in college. But I know he's from Penn State.
Yeah.
I'm giving you props for it. I'm just saying that's a good pull.
I wasn't that young. I think I was like 9 or 10 when he started with the Niners.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So you were 6 or 7 when he was playing college football?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, that was
about
my
the time
point.
I got into football.
Back in my younger days.
I remember I had a white helmet as a kid, just like a plain white helmet. And I was like, what can I do with this to make it cool? I'll just draw a blue stripe down the middle and say it's a Penn State helmet. That's called being resourceful.
Yeah.
That was one of my many cool, neat stories.
Cool, neat story.
Involving Penn State.
They kick off the season with West
Cool,
by
neat
God,
story.
Virginia.
Yeah, that's a great game. I like that game a lot.
It's a good little opener.
Going on at the same time as Georgia Clemson.
Man.
I believe. Is that the big one?
It's a noon game.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them are noon. Yeah.
Yep. Penn State, you alluded to it. You think about a scandal. James Franklin, he's in a position where he's winning 10 games every year. Let's see, they won 10 last year, 11 the year before. Then they won 7 before that. They won 11 in 2019. So they're racking up wins, but here's the rub. Here's the problem. Let's see, Penn State versus Ohio State, they lose 20-12. Penn State versus Michigan, they lose 24-15. Can't find the offense in those games. Can't win those games, which always has them being the third wheel. Well, you just brought in some other wheels. Oregon, USC, Washington. So where are they now? And if Penn State finishes, say, 4th or 5th instead of 3rd, what does that mean for James Franklin? I mean, you can't fire a guy that wins 10 or 11 games every year, can you?
You're not going to bring in anybody who does better because you're just not going to be better than Ohio State.
Yeah.
you're not going to be better than Oregon now. So,
well, it looks like a familiar spot for the Nittany Lions, right, John?
Yeah, they are picked third, or picked to finish third in the Big Ten, according to Phil Steele. Ohio State and Oregon are tied for first.
Tyler likes listening to LeVar on his morning show. I have mixed feelings about LeVar. I thought he was going to be the next big thing. He was okay for Washington. He spoke his mind a lot, and I don't know if I looked at him as being whiny or if I looked at him as he's right. So I don't know. Overall, I like LeVar Arrington, and I think he's pretty good on the radio.
Now, I wonder if Phil Steele would change this. He has UCLA 14th. I wonder if he would change that now after the press conference.
Yeah. Wait a minute. UCLA, they're around USC, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In L.A.
Yeah. Jamie thinks of Franco Harris.
I feel like there's someone missing. Allen Robinson.
They had
Hurts. Oh, Hearns. Allen Hearns? No.
He was teammates with Allen Robinson in Jacksonville, but I don't think he went to Penn State.
No. Yeah, sorry.
Did he go to Big Ten? Michigan? John, what's up with that computer of yours?
I don't know, man. It stinks.
Where'd he go?
You went to...
Dang it.
The U.
I was
It's all about it.
Was way off. All right, there is our Penn State preview. Schedule this year, good non-con opener with West Virginia. Then they got Bowling Green, Kent State, and that is it because they are playing 3 non-conference games in the Big Ten. They do have... Oh, we talked about this with Nadeau, I believe. No Michigan, no Oregon on the schedule. Very interesting. And they get Ohio State at home. So things just got a little... They get Ohio State at home, Washington at home. So their road conference games are at USC, at Wisconsin, at Purdue, at Minnesota. Then they get Maryland, Washington, Ohio State, Illinois at home, and UCLA. So they can rack up. They're going to win at least 10 games again this year.
Now I see why he's got them picked third.
Yeah. Favorable schedule. We'll take a break, come back, wrap it up after this timeout here on Pirate Radio Live.
You may be ready for the first 4 quarters, but are you ready for the 5th quarter?
Justice in Charlotte.
You know, we didn't just win tonight. We dominated a very respectable FCS opponent, and to win 44-0, first shutout in 23 years, and to do it in such a tough weather environment, it makes me proud as a fan.
Join us after every 4th quarter for the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy Mug Monday with custom butt cups. Tuesday and Wednesday we have local acoustic night. Thursday night we have line dancing from 7 to 9, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. So come twirl around and have a buckin' good time. And don't forget your Sunday Fun Day Cornhole Tournament with the ECU Club Cornhole team at 3 p.m. Check out the Buck on Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date information and events. Y'all come get bucked up.
This is your What's New update brought to you by Greenville Auto World. What's new? Greenville Auto World has new owners and is part of the DriveHereNow.com team of dealerships. New owner Tommy Cook and his team have 4 dealerships with a fully stocked inventory, over 200 SUVs, trucks, cars, and over 50 lenders, and has financing for anybody. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 at Bells Fork across from Speedway. Pirates supporting pirates.
This is Dr. Christopher McDowell from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's time for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experience and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an auto owner's independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with auto owner's insurance.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
It's not the amount of power. Ooh! It's the size of our tower. Pirate Radio. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was an absolute bummer of a day for the stock market. The Dow dropped 1,033 points and closed at 38,703. The NASDAQ fell 76 points at 16,200, and the S&P dropped 160 points and finished the day at 5,186. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
As we close the show at 1.8 speed, we'd love to wish the big dog a happy birthday, and we'll do it like this. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear big dog, happy birthday to you. Thank you, Glenn, for all you do here at Pirate Radio, and like they said, for the theme of the Golden Girls, for being a friend. Shirley, see you Tuesday. Jarrett, we'll see you tonight, Sports Trivia at the Buck, and also Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Back here with us. We did not get your SummerSlam review. We'll do that Wednesday.
Gotcha.
And Chonsky,
I'll see you tonight.
Good show.
Thank you.
Hey, if you see me tonight, please don't laugh. Please.
I won't.
All right, thank you. Back with you Tuesday. For the crew, I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening.